砂漠ってのは付き合いにくい相手だが、少なくとも公明正大だ。危険や挑戦は全て目に見えるようにしてくれてる。
Hey Xianyun, how are you doing? Hi. Downfall time, yeah. So, the banner, by the way, so yes, Hoyo rebuilt the banner. This banner is just crazy, not gonna lie. Oh my god, the 4-star are so good, yeah. Actually, they are great. And today I want to, today I want to, explain all of the characters. I mean 4 stars, Setas, Shinchu, Kuki Shinobu, and also, hi, Enjoy Harden. Thanks for joining, guys. So yeah, about the banner, by the way, if you want to go for Nahida, it's like a great banner to wish for, because oh, the characters are just insane, not gonna lie. This one, Kuki Shinobu, Shinchu, and Nahida is already whole team. But Setos is, as you know, guys, Setos is on-field DPS character with a charge attack or normal attacks. Also, Setos is benefits from elemental mastery, and because of that, Nahida's buff, I mean Nahida's burst, which gives you up to 250 elemental mastery, it's so great for Setos. So let's say if you can get all of them, it's a ready team for Spiral Abyss. So yeah, you can use on-field Setos. I don't like Setos so much actually because of charge attack. A little bit it's take long time to charge, but still he's playable, 4-star, great character, and scales on EM, and also has pretty good synergy with Nahida. All of them also has the same because you can use Setos as a crit rate, crit damage build, like DPS build. Kuki Shinobu as EM build, Shinchu DPS build, and Nahida her let's say general build with a lot of elemental mastery. And that's it. So yeah, actually great banner. So yeah, just insane banner. Not gonna lie. Yes. Just like I can C6 queen and should. Okay, I'll sign up. By the way, sign up. If you let's say if you're going to wish for Nahida, then yes, this banner is just crazy. Not gonna lie. Today I will only mostly try to use these characters to do Spiral Abyss or any other, let's say, let's try first with Spiral Abyss with these 3 characters, because let's say you can add Sucrose to on-fielder, you can add Yelan as on-fielder, you can add another Electro, I wouldn't say Fischl is a great one, but we can try to use Fischl, you know. Let's say the team Fischl, Shinchu, Kuki Shinobu, and Nahida. By the way, in this case, you can use Nahida without any prototype Amber, just like her general build, because Kuki is a healer. Shinchu is also can heal you slightly, a little bit, also gives you some defensive utility. And Fischl is on field. I would suggest to use anyway Sucrose with healing ability, with that but still, by the way, about constellations, if you're interested which constellation is better and enough. About constellations for Shinchu, it's yes, it's better to get all of them, constellation 6, but if you cannot, up to constellation 3, I would say, is okay, you know. So yeah, because this one add you additional sword, this one gives you Hydro Rush threat, which is crazy, and this one increase his burst attack level. So yeah, because most of his damage comes from his burst. So yeah. Constellation, Cookie Shinobu Constellation. Cookie Shinobu Constellations, yes, all of them are pretty good. Oh, hi, Desta, how are you doing? I can build this Hyperbloom team, I just need Cookie. Yes, exactly. Actually, yes, you can build it. So yeah, Desta, we're talking about the banner and also the constellation of characters, like how good they are. Yes, I don't have Setos, unfortunately. But that's alright. I mean, like, Setos is kinda on field DPS, and actually, if you ask me, he's kinda, like, okay, but you can live without him. Like, but Cookie, Shinchu, and Nahida, they are great characters. About Constellation, Cookie Shinobu Constellation, you don't need, like, all of them, actually. Constellation 2 is more than enough, because, you know why? Cookie Shinobu is a character which, like, cannot deal a lot of damage, unfortunately. She only applies Electro. Yesterday, if you remember, like, I did couple, like, Cookie Shinobu Shanling duo to destroy the shield with Kazuha Sacrificial Sword. It's work, actually, because she apply Electro and do some overload reaction. Well, Constellation 6 is good, actually, not gonna lie, but it's a long way to go, so you can completely miss all of them. So yeah, it's like, if you notice that, it's AoE. First one, why? Because it increased her burst AoE by 50%, which is actually might be useful. Second one is like 3 seconds to her skill, which means like no cooldown on this one. So yeah, 15 seconds duration and 15 seconds cooldown, which is crazy actually. So yeah, as soon as you see that like swords, her like the swords which around like goes around her, it's gone. You just switch to Shinchu and use that again, cast it, like use that skill again, which is super useful. About Shinchu, Shinchu, yeah, Shinchu maybe need more constellation, would be nice to get all of them, but again, like Constellation 2, like Constellation 3 is more than enough. This one adds swords, this one gives you rest rate, third one increase his burst level up to 3, and his like main source of damage is his like burst. About Nahida, Nahida is like actually pretty easy to build, not so difficult. Weapon as this one, sacrificial. You can go for her signature, I wouldn't suggest you because we have a lot of options. We have this one, you can use like Weidziv. Not a bad option actually, because all of these 3 buffs work on Nahida pretty well. Yes, elemental damage bonus is the best one. Second one is elemental mastery. It's because, you know why? Because elemental mastery increase her personal damage, but cannot increase the buff she gives and the buff she like gets, because as you know, like she has a talent passive which increase, but that talent has like a cap, 1k elemental mastery cap. So yeah, elemental mastery can increase her personal damage, but not so much. Also, yeah, attack also okay, but let's say it's okay. Like Weidziv, sacrificial, which I would say may be one of the best one, and you can use a magic guide, which is 3-star, pretty good weapon. If you don't have like, if you like one of this weapon you on another characters, you can use magic guide. It's like actually not a bad option, especially because of this one, passive, increased damage against opponents affected by Hydra and Electro. And if you play in Hyperbloom team, you usually can get something like Hydra and Electro aura on opponents. So that's it, it's pretty easy. And let's say the team like Cookie Shinobu, Shinchu, and Nahida is already like a core or a Hyperbloom. What's Cookie Burst used for? Oh, Cookie Burst like for nothing actually. It's like Cookie's Burst used only to protect you. You know, like it gives you couple at least 1 second in, let's say, yeah, duration of immortality. So you're like, you say like you, let's say for 5-star characters, that burst lasts for 3 or 4 seconds, something like that. I mean, like, but for Shinobu, it's completely useless. It's not so useful. It just applies some electro. That's it. So yeah, no healing, nothing. That's why the Cookie Shinobu as a character, she is kinda, you know, like, that's why she was so bad before Dendro. Before Dendro, she was just so bad. So it's just electro. And it gives some damage scales on HP, but duration, you see, like even duration is so low. So yeah, you just like no need energy recharge, cooldown 15 seconds. So it's completely useless. Just apply hide. Let's say if you're like in terms of constellation 1, then yes, it might be more useful, because if you have Dendro cores on the field, you can use this one, right, to like attack, like hit all of them and do some hyperbloom. But if you have constellation 2 and more, this one, like, yeah, just use it time to time. That's it. It's like gives like no less than 450. The skill is used. The field will last long. Oh yeah, it's because it's not nothing actually. Electro damage, which is like, yeah, scales on HP, but since you use her with elemental mastery, yeah, it's not so great damage. Oh, hi Yoni, how are you doing? Hi Lee, how are you doing, guys? Where's good for quick swap damage? I mean, yes, Desta, you can do it, but quick swap, you know, like actually Kuki Shinobu is mostly off field. Quick swap, yes, maybe, but still, like, you know, like if you don't have Kuki Shinobu, just like when you use her Kuki Shinobu, you see, like for me it's level 1. I didn't even like leveled it up because it's completely useless. The damage output, it's so low, you see? So yeah, it's super low. It's still up to you, but I wouldn't suggest you. Like, most important this one because it heals you. And yes, like, let's say if you get couple constellation, would be nice. Like, I don't think crowning like her skill is great idea, but you can. Because of healing, you get like more healing, that's it. About the team, by the way, so yeah, Nahida, Kuki and Shinchu is already a great hyper team, and you can use it like on the levels 9, 10 and 11 easily. Even on like on floor 12, it's also great team. Vortex, I just rolled a good Hydra Mercy Hunter goblet for Neuvillette, but I am not even... you know, like what about like a Mercy Hunter, like goblet, Hydra goblet? Actually, keep it. Why? Like, you know, like having great piece is not a bad like at all. Just like keep it. You will like find how to use it in the future. Maybe you will change your mind about Neuvillette. Who knows? Because you know what? If you ask me, you know, guys, what? If I'm not mistaken, some of you yesterday or like, oh yeah, it was Inaban. If I'm not mistaken. Or Inaban or Toto told me about like how often Mualani used in Spiral Abyss in 5.1, and today I just checked the like the data, and you know what? It's impossible. Like how, like for real, it's only 16%. Let me just like I can like, yeah, would be nice to bring it on a screen, but still I can read it. Just imagine even Sijvin like used more than Mualani. Just imagine. Even Xianyun used more than Mualani. Just, it's insane. I mean, yes, it's overall data. Of course, it's like kinda average, you know. Actually, I don't believe in that because it's impossible. She's a pretty new. Yes, I know that Mualani is a little bit clunky, not gonna lie, and she's difficult to use. Not like, you know, guys, that's why maybe it's a huge damage she has. But who is the like first, like S plus tier, something like that? It's Furina, 90%, or like, let's say, like, yeah, Furina, 90%, Zhongli, 82%, Xilonen, 81%, Neuvillette, 78%, and Kazuha, 70%. Kazuha is always like, for the past 4 years or something, he's like S plus tier anyway. So, at S tiers is Bennett, Navia, Arlecchino, Chiori. Actually, surprisingly, but why Chiori? Because, you know why? Because of Geo shields, Yelan, Nahida, and Baiju. So yeah, like, just imagine, like, Mualani, pretty interesting, actually. Its charge is pretty interesting. But yeah, the point is, like, that's how Neuvillette is, like, better than any other Hydro characters in this game. That's how he is great. Wait, I forgot I can use on my mualani team. What? Oh yeah, actually you can. That's why. I mean, like, yes, you can. You definitely can use it. Do you play Hyperbloom in your account? Who do you prefer to use as cookie replacement for a Hyperbloom trigger? Oh, about that, like Desta. Like, let's say I use like this team. I like to use this team. Sucrose, Shinchu, Raiden, and Nahida. In this case, Shinchu is a healer and Sucrose is a healer. I use Sucrose with Prototype Amber. Her healing is more than enough. I mean, like, you know, that's Catalyst, level 1 Catalyst. I can show you. So yeah, it's more than enough. You still can use Cookie Shinobu. And I would still suggest you to use Sucrose with a Prototype Amber. Because you know why? Even though Cookie Shinobu is a healer, she is not a great healer. Because her HP depleted, and without Constellation, it's like pretty difficult to keep alive. That's a problem, especially with Constellation 0 or Constellation 1. You know, Constellation 2 is kind of okay because, you know why? What's the problem with Constellation 0 and 1? Because you cannot catch the proper moment to switch to Cookie and use that skill again. Because usually you just switch to Cookie and see that that skill is not ready. It's still not ready. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's why Cookie, let's say, not a great healer. But she's okay. I mean, anyway, you can get some healing. She is good for range characters. Let's say for characters like Kinich. Yes, she's not bad because she can apply Electro. And by the way, the AoE of her skill, if I'm not mistaken, is better than Shenling's skill. Shenling's burst. I mean, like Pyronada burst, you know? Hey Kay, how are you doing? Baiju is overrated, Elma. He is going down now. Yeah, Baiju, by the way, about okay, like that was you who told me about like the characters who use Inspire Abyss. I don't remember exactly. Sorry about that, guys. But still, like, you know why Baiju is like used so much? Because he is a healer and also he gives you some shield, defensive utility. That's why. So yeah, many players just use his shield. It's pretty useful. That's why Zhongli is so high, you know? I will get Nahida and no gambling after that for Neuvillette. Oh yeah, actually, Sign, if you ask me, Neuvillette for real, he's just crazy. Yeah, Vortex. I'm one of the 6. No, yeah, no. The point is that your Sigewin used more than your Mualani. Just imagine. I have Constellation 0 Nahida. I don't want Putao. My cookie is Constellation 6. Which way? Settle is 0. I don't think I should. Actually, yeah. Okay, if you ask me, like going for Constellation 6 cookie, it's not worth it because you can suddenly get 5-star. It's better to wait for future banners, let's say like Chasca, because you know the last changes to Chasca, version 3 changes, are pretty good. Not gonna lie, they made Chasca more, not powerful, but more, you know, like now she is not relying on other DPS characters on the team. She gets some multipliers, which is good. But still, I just not like let's say read about her so much because mostly I want that Auroron. Auroron will be just insane. In my opinion, crazy character. Like maybe one of the best last released 4-star character in the game. Because yeah, lately like because he is support, he is DPS, he is energy like a generator, great energy generator. Copy related can be Auroron in Hubble. No, Auroron actually, you know what's the problem with Auroron? Auroron can be, the problem is, like when you compare with Cookie, Cookie is still better. Raiden is better than Auroron. Since Auroron creates like, it's kind of field, you know, he casts something on a field, which is like you cannot replace that, like his, that's, I don't know, like, sync place or something like what it is. So yeah, let me check the name. Actually, it's better to check the name and tell it correctly. Just a second. He casts something on the field. Just a second, guys. I should have done it before the stream. I just like didn't expect to talk about like Auroron, but still. It's a passive skill. When often. Just a second. The spirit one. Special jump is a dark voice echo. Auroron works on Ashen. So yeah, element electro. So yeah, it's like Auroron. It's nice. Tightrope, something like that. So it calls tightrope. Maybe. So yeah, it's like each time niner is used. So yeah, it calls like tightrope, something like that. I don't know why, but still, it's tightrope. I mean, like you cannot change the place of that. Because of that, so yeah, it's a little bit limited. But also, if you know, with Constellation 4, it's increase its speed, which is good. Now we're back now. My first time seeing Sucrose and Hyperbloom. Oh, okay, I will show you the damage, by the way, Desta. It's not because of... By the way, you know why I use Hyperbloom? Let me go with Raiden, and I will explain why this team is so good. Sucrose, in this case, works not about... Like, she's not... she's because, like, when you use her skill, she allows Raiden's coordinated attack do some AoE damage and like hit all of the cores created by Shinchu and Nahida. I will show you just a second. By the way, pretty powerful team. Chasca damage needs to be reduced by her fire rate needs to be increased. I want her shot faster. Like, I don't think they will do that. You know why? If they will change the speed attack, she is going to be just insane, just crazy actually. Now at the moment she is good because she's flying. She doesn't need so much defensive utility, by the way, you know? She's actually can be pretty okay against like single targets. Yes, charge attacks, it's not okay. It's pretty low, but that's alright. Damage output is pretty crazy at the moment. But yes, would be nice, of course, like if they can increase that speed. Not gonna lie, of course, why not? But I don't think they will do that. I would rather, like, would be nice if they increase some, like, ability to convert more bullets, which is also, like, questionable. So yeah, I don't think they will do that. To build about that, by the way, yes, if like you get all of the 3 new characters, you need to build them. About building, by the way, Xingqiu is okay at level 80 plus. No need to level 90. Cookie Shinobu level 90 definitely, and Nahida is level 90 as well, because Nahida benefits from elemental mastery. She needs to be level 90. Cookie Shinobu is your Hyperbloom activator, that's why she needs to be level 90. Just keep that in mind, because difference in Cookie Shinobu damage, Hyperbloom damage, between level 80 and 90, it's about like 25%. Just keep that in mind. It's a lot of damage. It's crazy amount of damage. About talents, yes. Even for Nahida, I would suggest you to like level 9 skill and burst. But you still can actually only level up her burst. If you use as a supportive characters, you don't need that skill leveled up immediately, you can do it later. But her burst, yes, it's better to increase, because that burst gives you like additional elemental mastery, which might be useful for Setos, for Alhaitham, for on-field character. For the challenge. I'm the only one who is suffering with the challenge in an event where we have to find flow on the... Oh yeah, I haven't done it yet. Yes. I haven't done it yet. So yeah, because of like you know, like that voice acting. So yeah, I switched to Japanese, as you know, guys. So yeah. Okay, let me just try this thing.
し。私のお家にいらっしゃい。
雨描きがたし。形は静止。
無双の風。
股間奥義。逃げ道はあります。
安全距離確認。
So yeah, as you notice that Desta, you just use sucrose to hit all of the dendrocores. Unfortunately, now let me try Cookie Shinobu. Bro, Saina, he's not upset with me. Don't say like that. She's kinda, yes, actually yes, Desta, she's kinda driver, I would say. So yeah, she's not, actually she's better than Kazuha, way better than Kazuha. You know why? Because she is, let me show her build, by the way, just a second. Let me show her build, like, yeah, like, it's better to, just a second. So yeah, weapon, it's level 1 prototype Amber, it's only because of healing and energy, that's it. So yeah. Artifact set is VV set, it's the only set for her. Try to give her as much elemental mastery as you can. You know why? It's maybe for Hyper Bloom is not so important, but if you find different elements, like let's say with the, like in this case you fight against Electro, right? And against like Pyro, so you can get some additional damage. So yeah, it's like elemental mastery, elemental mastery, elemental mastery. Talents, let's say yes, 9-9 is not so important. You can level up more than that. You can like completely skip it. You know why? Because for Hyper Bloom, it's not so important. For this set, it's also not so important because you still can do like Swirl. Also, her Constellation, if you have Constellation 6, the last one gives you like 20% elemental damage bonus, and second one gives you. Just a second. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's not. It's in talents. So yeah, this one gives you some elemental mastery. It's her passive. So yeah. When you use like her skill or her burst, hits an opponent, you will get all party members excluding Sucrose elemental mastery by an amount like so 20%. So yeah, the more you have, the more you can give, which is actually pretty useful, you know? So yeah, because Raiden can benefit from that. So that's it's pretty easy, or like not so difficult. About energy recharge, if it's like if you're interested. So yeah, it's 134. It's yes, you can like actually it's 150 is okay, but if you cannot get, it's completely alright. So yeah. And let me try Cookie Shinobu. Well, with Raiden she's better than with Cookie. Unfortunately, Cookie, because you know like why? Cookie herself, she's already crazy for Hyper Blooming. She's better than Raiden for Hyper Blooming. But let's try Sucrose to get some like, you know, like some to decide which is better. Oh, hi Kyla, how are you doing? I'm blind. Criminals games where you need to find the hidden things, so it's easy for me. Oh my. Alright, so about Cookie Shinobu. So yeah, we're going to get like Shinchu, Cookie and Nahida, right? So this is overall like crazy Hyper Bloom team. It's like at the moment it's like floor 12, chamber 1. And by the way guys, if you get all of these characters, you can easily like use this team on like floor 9, 10 and 11.
あなたにも
左右ルコおとなしくしな光立ってな
6308式ユニット安全距離確認超拡散形態
雨描きがたし役張れ
覚えたわよめまいが
歌よ錦となれって
吸引テスト開始。6308式。痛くしちゃうかも。これこそが知恵の伝道。
しっかり立ってな。邪魔をするな。この件はわかるかい？はい。
覚えたわよ。7号式モジュール。
慰の輪。五感奥義。
吸引テスト開始。痛くしちゃうかも。私のお家にいらっしゃい。
雨描きがたし。この件はわかるか。
6308式ユニット。
So it's a little bit slow actually, you know, like, but still it's like with Raiden it's a little bit faster. You know why? Because in this case you can lose your Cookie Shinobu. Unfortunately, yes, when you use her skill, she uses her HP, and that's actually significant. That's why, and for me Cookie Shinobu is Constellation 1. With Constellation 2, by the way, actually you will be alright, completely okay. It's like, yeah, 130 time, it's okay. I mean, but you can do faster. It's depends on your Cookie Shinobu. If you can get Constellation 2, you will be completely alright. So it's still possible. We can switch Sucrose in Cookie Shinobu team. You know why? Maybe it's better to go not Sucrose in this case, but some different characters. Let's say some additional Hydro, you know? I don't think like Furina is great in this team because you need at least some healing. Sucrose in this case was a healer as well with Prototype Amber. But since you have Cookie Shinobu, let me go the same team but add something different. Oh my, okay. Oh, hi Toto, how are you doing? Opilini. I still don't have Sucrose. For real, that's crazy actually, Toto. I didn't expect that. For real. Sucrose is crazy actually. And by the way, to use Sucrose, you don't need all of the constellation. Only constellation 1 and second one. That's it. It's more than enough. Hey Dreamers, how are you doing? It seems harder with Cookie. Yes. Oh yes, exactly. I mean, like, yeah, you're right. That's with Raiden is way better. That's why for this team it's better to use another Hydro, something like that, or maybe some. You can use, you know, like, actually this team is great for Alhaitham. Just like this team, I mean, like, if you have Alhaitham, by the way, or let's try Kinich or Kinich. Actually, this team might be okay for Kinich as well. Let's try it. My updated Lini build 147 miles, 21. Wait, that's crazy actually. Congrats with that. That's crazy. But you know what about Lini? Like, you build the Lini, like, it's alright. I mean, like, why not? If you like his gameplay, you like to play out of charge attack, why not? Go for Lini. He is actually, you know, like, mostly his skill and burst also pretty powerful and useful. Just keep that in mind, like, he benefits from pyro characters. So yeah, if you have like Shenling and Bennett and maybe future Mavuika, I hope you can get her. So yeah, he's okay. What's your period? 7. Alright, let me try this one with Kinich. Kinich is like, let's say, he's pretty new, but Alhaitham is great for this. Let's say this team, like Shinchu, Cookie, Shinobu, and Nahida, is the best team for Alhaitham. I will like use Alhaitham as well.
き方し
はびこりなさい。
渚のリング
Let me try it again. I did messed up with Shinchu's skill. Also win 50-50 on Kazuha. Oh, wishes? Actually, that's great. Actually, 300 wishes. That's crazy. Yeah, but like, no matter what, by the way, guys, it's better to start your rotation with Nahida, because duration of skill, it's about like 25 seconds, but Kukishinobu, even with Constellation 2, is only 15 seconds. Shinchu's, it's about 15 seconds as well.
これこそが知恵の伝道。
歌よ錦となれさいしっかり立ってなおとなしくしな
獲物だ八神に報いるために清流の烈焰で口中くなっちゃう
雨描き方し
一切が
渚のリング
し尽くせ
カリウル
痛くしちゃうかも。そうかい。覚えたわよ。私のお家にいらっしゃ。
退路はない
形を
手をつなぎましょう。はびこりなさい。
Let me start again. Yeah, so yeah, if you messed up with Shinchu, the problem is with that sacrificial sword. That's really a problem. If you cannot hit the enemy, so yeah, you lose a lot of energy, crazy amount of energy for Shinchu. So yeah, it's better to start like again. All right.
覚えたわよ。これこそが知恵の伝道。
股間奥義雨描き方ししっかり立ってな邪魔をするな
獲物だ死での旅路へ
汝の魂を大戦いに捧げよう歌よ錦も
はびこりなさい。
ほら永遠に黙らせてやる
知識をあなたにも。
雨描き方しこの剣はわかるかいカリウル役払い
痛くしちゃうかも。
伝令権限
私のお家にいらっしゃい。
何ちらを照らそう一切合切燃やし尽くせ雨描き方し
かかったな
As you see, like this team is also not, but Alhaidman is better. I mean, like, because Kinich actually, and just keep that in mind, Kinich at the moment it's not at his full potential because he is without like a teammate with a Cinder City set. Also, he has a passive talent which increase his like damage if you have two Natlan characters on the team. With Alhaidman it's way easy to play, way easy to play. But Alhaidman is also not on his like full potential at the moment because of Cinder City. So yeah, in the future, I think Ororon can, let's say, help Alhaidman and Kinich, but it's going to be their personal damage, but not hyper. Just keep that in mind because Cinder City gives you elemental damage bonus. Okay, let me try another team comp with this team. So yeah, let me go the same team like Shinchu, Kuki and Nahida, but add something like some different character. Neuvillette is not okay, unfortunately. You can use Neuvillette, but he's not great with this team actually, you know. So yeah, it's better to use Raiden with Neuvillette because of his range, you know. You need to be close enough. Why Kinich is so great? Because Shanling's Pyronada AoE is lower than Cookie Shinobu AoE. And even if like Kinich, like as you know guys, when Kinich going around the enemy, he increases the distance between enemy and himself. Because of that, sometimes like Cookie Shanling's Pyronado stops hitting an enemy and you lose damage. But Cookie Shinobu is still okay. So yeah, surprisingly actually. I have only one 50-50 on Wanderer. Neuvillette, Cancellation 1 and I'll hate him. Rest I have. Actually, you know, okay, it depends. If your account is pretty new, it happens a lot. When I was like, when I was young, when my account was pretty like new and fresh, I lost literally all of my 50-50s. Let's say it goes like, it went like that. I won 50-50s and I lost 50-50s, something like that, always. That's why I have all of the standard characters with Constellation. So yeah, like, it is what it is. What can I say? I'm not taking you. I just lost on HSR Rappa. Oh, for real? HSR Rappa. I don't play Rappa, but you know like which characters I want back then? It's like John Doe or something that, you know, like that physical girl. But I lost, and after that, I just stopped playing the game. Rappa looks great, actually, not bad. So you can go like yes, Kinich is pretty new, so let's choose another one. Official. Maybe, but she's not a great option. But she might be okay, because you know why? Even though she cannot attack like course, she still might be not bad option. Let's try it. By the way, you can use Emily if you have Emily in this team. So yeah, even though she needs Pyro, you still can do some Hyper Bloom and her personal damage will be alright. Other than that, yes, unfortunately, Sucrose is not so great with Kinich, with Cookie Shinobu. We have a lot of 5 stars, by the way. You can go like Shield if you want. So yeah, you can go Zhongli, for example. If you want me to, I can like test this team as well, if you have Zhongli. Let's try with Zhongli. Let's say it gives you some defensive utility. Also, in this case, actually, you can use Beidou. It's not a bad option at all. Like as a defensive utility. Also, if you know, like she benefits from like more than one enemies. Actually, yeah, she might be not so great, because yeah, she needs more than one enemy on the field. We might maybe Rosa. Let's try Zhongli if you want me to. So yeah, Xilonen is not okay, but you can use her. You know why? Because in this case, you can create some like. You can increase Shinchu's damage, you know? You can increase... Yeah, only Shinchu's damage, that's it. I can use with Xilonen if you want me to. I like Beidou so much, but the burst energy... Yes, it's painful, actually, I agree with you. That's why, you know, like she needs a lot of energy, and at the same time you need crit rate, crit damage on her, because she is kinda a DPS character, or field DPS. Beidou was my first main. I love... Yes, Beidou is crazy. Captain Beidou, by the way. She's crazy, actually. Her personality, I would say maybe one of the... Like, I compare her with Ningguang, by the way, Beidou. She's kinda like a 5-star character on this game, you know? So yeah, in my opinion, she's crazy, not gonna lie. Unfortunately, for me, she's Constellation 6, but I don't use her. So yeah, because you know, like I have Fischl, I have Cookie, I have Raiden, I have like... Even Lisa for me might be way more valuable than Beidou. So yeah, she's mostly defensive utilities. That's fine, maybe. Okay, I don't. Let's try Xilonen, just for a test. Why not? Should I go for Pyro Archon Claymore if I win 50-50? No, I don't think so. You know why? I think Pyro Archon Mavuika is going to be HP scaler. In this case, we have the bell, which might be useful. Also, like, as you know, like maybe yes, but I wouldn't suggest you. It still depends on her, like the weapon stats. If you heard that, she's going to be a DPS character at Constellation 0. Most likely not DPS, most likely kinda Raiden. Like, you know, like DPS, but it depends on the artifact set you use. Let's say if you switch artifact set, instead of Obsidian Codex, you will use you're going to use Cinder City. You can use her as a supportive sub DPS or supportive character. I would say it's better to use her as a sub DPS character and supportive, if you ask me, because her skill is like 100% active. So yeah, 25-second duration, 12-second cooldown. In this case, I don't think her weapon like can make so big difference. You know why? It's Claymore at first, and as you know, like Claymore's like attack speed, like Claymore's character doesn't have like crazy attack speed, which is a problem. So most likely that weapon can give mavuika something special, you know, some stats, maybe some like multipliers, etc. And if she's going to be an HP scaler, which I suppose she will, then the bell is away. It's a free 4-star weapon, which like every one of you have. So yeah, maybe we'll get some like free to play, because usually, guys, if you know, like with the Archon, we usually get some weapon. Maybe in a not in a like 5.3 patch, but in 5.4 patch, because if you know, guys, where like usually they give us one character. Like let's say in this patch we get Candice for free, right? In a 5.2 we are going to get free weapon. In a 5.3 we're going to get free characters. In a 5.4 again free weapon. So yeah, it's like this. It's like, so yeah. And because of that, maybe we can get some Claymore in a 5.4. Like pretty useful for Mavuika. Hey Oski, how are you doing? But let's say her weapon increase her soft. Yes, might be. I'm not gonna lie, it might be. K, you're right. I completely agree with you. But still, you know, like it's up to you. You can try. But we have to replace Kazuha in best new team with one of the characters. Who would be? Maybe no, not Zhongli. Definitely, it would be Sucrose. It would be Sucrose, definitely. You know why? Because actually Sucrose is better. Like, let's say why, like, let me try, if you want me to. Let's do like the test, something like that. Let's go Sucrose, like the best team at the moment for Neuvillette, as you know, it's like this one, right? Let's switch with Sucrose. Sucrose actually is not bad at all. Why? Because Kazuha, it's like, he's a 5-star. It took a lot of time to use his skill and burst, because skill you need to hold it some time because of enemies, but with Sucrose you can completely easy like skill and burst like in no time. Let's try it. But Sucrose is away. If your claimer is like crit increase attack, yes, maybe K, you're right, might be something like that. Hey Pedja, have a question for you. How do you feel when Liu Wei lied to you all about elixirs played meta? Oh yeah, about like you're like Pedro, you're talking about that artifacts transmuter, right? I have a question for you. How do you feel when crybaby Liu Wei lied to you? Oh, that's alright, Pedro. Actually, you know why? I had one video about that artifact transmuter, and actually yes, like it creates so bad, like it's not so great actually. It's let's say, you know, like it depends. For me, I wasn't so lucky. I created one flower, it went so bad. So yeah, no crit damage like roll whatsoever. And I have a video on my channel, you can check it. So yeah, it's bad actually. It's not so good. I just made second one, flower, again it was like trash as hell. So for me, artifact transmuter is bad. But for some players, it's actually not so bad. It's pretty good, because as I know, like Yoni, like on the stream, like he gets couple like actually decent artifact pieces out of like transmuter. So yeah, it's like it depends. Oh, about that, yes. Like switch to Japanese. Oh, you in Japanese dub as well. Oh, for real. My Hydro Goblet went good. Not going. Yes, actually it depends. Like it's, you know, like I don't know why, but for me, artifact transmuter is bad. It's not great. So yeah, I still will use it. But you know what, Pedja? I wouldn't suggest you to do something that needs like 3 or 4 elixirs, you know? Like sanctifying elixirs. Try to do flower or like let's say some sands, like something. Yeah, I know like sometimes you need the goblet. It's no way, because goblet and like circlet sometimes it's difficult to get. I know that, but if you can, for example, I just did couple times on I tried to create flowers and it went so bad. I stopped to play due to how Genshin went downhill, and I will for sure will go check your videos. Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, like it's up to you. About the game, actually, you know, like if you ask me, this game is cool. Not gonna lie, yes, some time to time, Hoyo. Actually, not time to time, usually always. Yeah, it's not so generous. If you compare with, like now we can compare with Wuthering Waves. So yeah, it's not so generous. Some of the like addition they did like to the game, especially as that you know, that new wishing system, which is like, I forgot the name, but still, like when you get that rainbow like orb, you know, like it's also kind of trashy because so many players lost like on that. So yeah, it's 55-45%, something like that. Also artifact transmuter, not many players like actually are good with that one. But still, like it depends actually, it depends on the luck. I know that many players benefit from that transmuter a lot, and they got like pretty good artifacts, pretty good pieces, especially goblets actually, you know. So yeah, I know it's difficult to get, so maybe because of that. So yeah, it's not 100, like it's not guaranteed. I mean, like artifact transmuter doesn't guarantee you to get something like special and crazy. It just gives you a chance to get something. That's it. So yeah. What is Shinchu good at constellations? No. You need couple constellation, Ali. I like at least you need constellation 1 and 2. You know why? First constellation. Let's say it's better to get constellation 3. At constellation 3, he is okay. He is already good. Constellation 6 increase his damage by actually a lot, up to constellation 6. But constellation 1 gives you additional sword to his burst. Constellation 2 gives you hydro rest rate, which is 50% for 4 seconds, and Constellation Sword increase your burst level up to 15, which, as you know, like main source of his damage is like his burst, and best set is emblem set. Because of that, let's say if you can get Constellation 3 Shinchu, you will be completely alright. So yeah, but Constellation 0 is kinda, you can use him, but he's not so great, you know. Okay, 5 more days and I used build PD on banners. Oh, congrats! Actually, and you know what, Oski? This banner actually crazy because you can like immediately get. Let me try this one, this team, but I will show. I just did couple test play with Kuki Shinobu, with Shinchu and Nahida, because Nahida, Kuki Shinobu, and Shinchu already a great Hyper Bloom core. You know, you can add another character, and that's it. You're ready to go. You can add Alhaitham. By the way, that's Alhaitham best team. Just let's say that made for Alhaitham. Actually, you even can use Setos as on field character. You know why? Because Setos is benefits from EM. Nahida's burst can give you EM. You know, by you use that burst, and in Setos within that field, he can get up to 250 elemental mastery. Setos benefits from that. Also, Setos is a normal and charge attack DPS on field, so you can easily use him. And if you ask me, he might be, in this case, better than Fischl. You know, Fischl is mostly supportive characters, but not so great on field. So yeah, Setos might be great. Let's say the team like Setos, Shinchu, Kuki Shinobu, and Nahida is not a bad team at all. Yes, you need to be close, a little bit close to an enemy because of Kuki Shinobu, but it's possible. Okay, let me try this one. It's going to be, yeah.
どよめく進学
討伐となるがいい。静粛に。
超拡散形態吸引テストソーラ
Just yeah, I always use my Furina on a second place and I messed up with rotation. I prefer the Japanese voice for Neuvillette. He is so calm. Actually, yes, I didn't expect that, but yes, kinda. Overall, Japanese voice lines is better than English. Yes, I agree with you guys. Not gonna lie, I usually use like English voice lines, but yeah, Japanese is okay. In this case, you know, like I have no like yeah, it's difficult to watch to do that event. And yes, I'll listen to the mute characters. It's just crazy. It's so bad. If you ask me, you know, like actually Hoyoverse messed up with this one. I know it's a strike, like, but still. I want to craft a crit damage circlet with crit rate substat for Lini. What? Can I make the second substat? The second substat for Lini is like it's better to go attack, if you ask me. Percentage attack. You don't need energy recharge so much, you know why? Because if you will play with pyro characters, since let's say with Bennett, Shanling, or at least one of them, they can be pretty helpful for Lini to generate energy. Because of that, I wouldn't suggest you to go energy recharge. Attack is better. Elemental Mastery, I wouldn't suggest you know why? You still can do it, but as you know, Lini is mostly like pyro DPS, not like, let's say, some vaping, etc., something like that. You can use, but I wouldn't suggest you. It's better to use Bennett with Instructor set to give like additional Elemental Mastery. Let's say like external source of Elemental Mastery is way better for the characters like Vape and Melt. No need to like go for Elemental Mastery substat. Attack is better. I'm mad that we have no readable leaks of Pyro Archon yet. Oh, you know why, Kay? Like, we don't have any info? Because it's so early to get some info about mavuika. It's super early, actually, extremely early. Because, you know, look, even Chasca's kit, it's not completed. So yeah, getting the character from a 5.0, it's like, yeah, that's why we don't have any. We only, by the way, we have some. We only have one picture, if you know. Like, and that picture says that, like, on that picture, she have like 50,000 like HP and 2k defense. So that's why I think she's going to be a HP scaler, you know. Alright, let me start it. Now let's try with Kazuha. You need to do a couple times actually, and to get used to rotation. Yeah, Vortex chilling with over 60. Oh yeah, kinda like this. Yes. Not gonna lie. Oh, by the way, about like I want to get Auroron. But it's not chilling actually, you know why? Because in the future, let's say for you guys, like since your account is pretty new, it's difficult to choose the characters. I have like, I usually wish for the characters which is good for my account, not for all of them. So let's say I miss couple characters which I like, but the gameplay wasn't so great. Let's say back then, if you know guys, I liked Ayato and Yaimiko, but I skipped both of them, even though Yaimiko is actually not bad, but gameplay and like animation, it's so bad, especially for me, for quick swap and quick rotation, it's not so great. That's why I skip, or like Ayaka especially, Yaimiko especially, But yes, it's like, it depends. If you like the characters, don't even listen to me actually, but like, yeah, go for the characters. If you like Line, go for Line. If you like, let's say, I don't know, like which one. It's like Hutao, why not? Go for Hutao. Hutao actually is not bad for vaping. And if you compare with Arlecchino Vape and Hutao Vape, actually Hutao might be powerful because, like, Constellation 1, I would say, because he deals like charge attack damage, which like always vape. Let me try with Kazuha now. Oh, hi MZ, how are you doing? We'll get to know about like Mavuika in November 14 or later. Yes, maybe. Oh, by the way, yes, maybe like this. Because like on November 14, we most likely get some like drip marketing about 5.3. So yeah, I agree with that. And also, don't forget guys that on November 8th or 9th, we're going to get developer stream. So yeah, it's a long way to go actually. It's about actually it's not so long. It's about 2 weeks actually, That's crazy. It's like, yeah, time passes so fast. So yeah, it's about 2 weeks. Yeah, Neuvillette, like Kazuha is actually bad. But you can use Sucrose anyway. Let me try it again. I messed up with it. So yeah, this one, like, actually, you know why? Now I feel why mualani has so low percentage usage in Spire Abyss 5.1, because like if you want to catch this, like even with Neuvillette, it's so difficult to catch them. Just imagine how it's difficult to catch them with mualani. Just it's maybe like crazy. Nahida 4 stars, yes. Nahida 4 stars just crazy. Yeah. Kachina is so good paired with Chori. Oh, actually, yes. Kachina is so great. Not gonna lie. Okay, words. It rolled 40 attack, 10 crit. Oh, for real. Congrats. Congrats with that, Yoni. Congrats. That's actually, it's crazy. Not gonna lie. Because, you know why? That attack can be helpful for, like, so yeah, like, that's why some players I know just like can benefit from like let's say from artifact transmuter. So yeah, congrats with that, Yoni. Not bad team. Vortex, did you like Chasca's gameplay? Actually, Toto, I catch by her flying abilities. So yeah, it's so great, not gonna lie, and it's so smooth and visual effects so great. But about gameplay, she has unique gameplay, and unfortunately, she cannot, even though she is animal character, she cannot deal enough animal. Let's say she's not like Wanderer. If you compare her with Wanderer, it's like wrong, because she's not Wanderer at all. Wanderer benefits from fake characters and do animal damage, and does animal damage. But Chasca benefits from fake characters and does the damage you want. Let's say mostly transformative reaction damage. Like, it depends on your teammate, it depends on your party. So yeah, let's say if you go for team like Bennett Lila, Furina, right? You are going to do mostly like melt wave damage, something like that, you know? If you go for a team like Ororon or Fischl, Shinchu and Bennett, or like Furina, Bennett, you know, or Mavuika instead of Bennett, like 3 different elements, then you can benefit from Electrocharge. And by the way, Ororon in this case might be maybe one of the best for chasca. You know why? Ororon can generate great amount of particle for your teammates. Also, Ororon is great for chasca, especially because of Electrocharge. So yeah, because of that, she looks pretty promising, you know. But yes, gameplay, charge attack, speed, it's not okay, not gonna lie. Also, if you know, like her skill and burst, like literally, like let's say does the same. Her skill converts only like 3 bullets, plus you have some chance to get 4 force bullet converted, but her burst convert all of the 6 bullets. Like, or let's say if you have different elements, let's say Pyro, Electro and Hydro, you get, like by using her burst, 2 bullets converts to Pyro, 2 of them Electro, and 2 of them to the Hydro. So yeah, so let's say her burst deals more damage, more reaction damage. Because of that, let's say that mechanics, that kit, it's like extremely unique. We don't have the character like this. And you know what? It means like you can switch your teammates and get different damage, which is crazy actually. Because at the moment, for example, to get different, let's say, if you remember guys, like previous Spile Abyss was like that, like let's say if you fight against Tulpa, right? You can use Neuvillette, right? But I will explain, like you can use like Hyperbloom Neuvillette team, right? But it's way better to like avoid using Neuvillette. You need to use other characters because Tulpa is already Hydro. It's better to use, let's say, Raiden and Nahida instead of like Neuvillette. But you still, like if you play in Spile Abyss, let's say it's the first chamber is Tulpa, other chambers like another like elements, another like enemy, something like that, you still can go the Hyperbloom Neuvillette team. With Chasca, actually, you can just switch your teammates, right? And you can fight against Tulpa anyway. If you go with Hydro, yes, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but if you switch Hydro with, let's say, Cryo, Electro and Pyro, then you can use yours. It's something like that. She's pretty unique character, you know? So yeah, you can literally fight any enemy you want. It doesn't matter which one. You just need to switch your team parties. And if you get more powerful and useful team parties in the future, then she can do more damage, like she can deal more damage, especially with characters like Mavuika, Ororon, and Furina. I think is going to, maybe not Furina actually, because you know why? Furina, as you know, like yeah, she is like not great without healing. So yeah, maybe another character, maybe some, I don't know, maybe Citlali, by the way, because Citlali gives you some shield and also can apply some cryo. Yes, this team is going to be pretty expensive team, all of the characters, not, look, yes, Ororon is a 4-star, but still, like, you know, like 2 5-stars and 1 4-star, but I think it's not a bad team at all. So yeah, pretty, extremely like unique and like, I would say useful kit. Votox must be happy with 4-star on Nahida. Yes, actually, yes, MZ. If you ask me about this, let me just like, yes, like Oski, as you notice, Kazuha is better. Let me go back with the 4 stars. It would be nice to like, let's say discuss the 4-star in that future banners, Nahida banner. Why this banner is so great, guys? If you don't have Nahida, I want to go for Nahida. These 3 characters, I mean like Shinchu and Nahida, is already like great team. You just need to add some like additional character. I want to try with Fischl, but if you want me to, just like say me which characters you want to see, like force one, and I will use them. Because let's say which one is good. Kinich is okay. Alhatem is great because this team is like best Alhatem team, by the way. This one is free to play, best Alhatem team. You can use Sucrose. She's not so great, unfortunately, but she's kinda, yes, useful, but not so great. Yeah, with Raiden is better. Wanderer is opposite. Yeah, not opposite, something like that, but kinda yes, not the same. Like yeah, it's different kit actually. Even though if you read descriptions, so yeah, they both benefits from fake characters, but in different ways. Finally, final build, 84, yeah. Elemental mastery. Oh, that's crazy actually. That's great build, Yoni. Congrats with that. And you know, like, what do you have? Like, by the way, if you don't have his signature weapon, you can use Aqua Simulacra. So yeah, that weapon is pretty okay. How good will Chasca then? Top 5 DPS? No, I don't think so, Iba. I don't think she's going to be top 5. Actually, you know why? She is mostly unique and flexible character, but not like... I don't think she will get like crazy DPS, if you ask me. It's the same thing like Wanderer. If you remember, Wanderer at Constellation Zero without his signature weapon was actually pretty trash. Not so great. Let's say he's great for exploration, and on top of that exploration skill, which is flying, you can deal some damage, which is actually was pretty useful. But in Spiral Abyss, Constellation Zero, Wanderer wasn't so great, not gonna lie. You know, like you play out of charge attack, you need to get yes, it was a little bit yes, clumsy if you say something yeah, it was difficult, not gonna lie, because you rely on his that flying bar, you know, that flying energy, that new bar, and because of that, yeah, that's a problem. In case of Chasca, I think that Chasca might be powerful than Wanderer in terms of damage, but still the same, you know. The only benefit, it's you can switch your teammates and you can get something new. So yeah, let's say she's way more versatile than Wanderer. But about the damage, no, I don't think. Let's say, Alhaitham, Neuvillette, Arlecchino, Navia, these characters, Chlorine, by the way, with Constellation, are still great characters. Where is Arlecchino? Arlecchino, this character is still the best one. So yeah, I don't think she can surpass any of them in terms of damage, you know. Neuvillette is still he's a king. He's not a dragon, actually. He's a king. For real, he's just crazy. He can use... Why Neuvillette is so great? Mualani, by the way. Mualani is also good. Why Neuvillette actually is so great? Neuvillette can be used in so many different team comps. You can use with Hyperbloom, you can use in Vape, you can use actually in Melt as well. You know why? Because if you use let's say Ganyu with Neuvillette, I can try it, by the way, if you want me to. Neuvillette, Ganyu team, it's not a bad team at all. So yeah. But you need second Hydro to give him a little bit more energy. So yeah, I don't think Chasca is going to be kinda top 5 DPS characters in the game. Hi Shroud, how are you doing? Oh no, hate him. What? She's maybe top 10. 5 is really slow. Yeah, actually yes, maybe top 10, but you know why? In terms of flexibility, I mean if you by changing your teammates you get something new archetype, it's crazy. As you know guys, Anemo can react with fake elements. It's Pyro, Hydro, Electro, Cryo, and because of that you can just by switching one character get something new, which is crazy actually. Just imagine. It's not like Neuvillette, because Neuvillette is always Hydro. Yes, he can react with other elements. Also, in a 5.2 we're going to get some transformative reactions, a multiplier increase, which is Electrocharge and Overload, which might be useful with Chasca as well, you know. So yeah, because let's say if you're going to use Furina, Bennett, and Auroron, or let's say Cookie Shinobu or Fischl, then you can get Electrocharge and Overload. So yeah, actually that multiplier I think can be good for Chasca. Arlecchino, Neuvillette, Alhaitham, Navia are 2. Yeah, actually yes. It's let's say at Constellation Zero, I don't consider Constellation 6 or something, because yeah, you know, let's say Wanderer at Constellation 6 actually not bad at all. you know. But yes, Constellation Zero, yeah, these 4 characters at the moment, I think like, yeah, they're the best. Crazy characters. I mean DPS characters. For real. Setos is, you know, Shout, about Setos. Let's say Fischl is Setos, right? These 4 characters we have like in a future banner or Nahida is not bad at all. Setos is on field. He plays out of charge and normal attacks, and he benefits from elemental mastery. I personally don't like him so much, and if you ask me which character better to build, like Fischl or Setos, I would say Fischl definitely, because you can benefit from Fischl a lot. You know, like, let's say why? Because usually it's better to use Electro as supportive character. You know, let's say we have Raiden DPS, but even now we use Raiden as a supportive character for Hyperbloom, you know? Like, if you got the point, like, I don't think Setos is so great. And the problem is, he gets infusion and you need to use him on field, you know? That's a problem. But Fischl instead, you just can like use that O's and that's it. So yeah, I would say he's okay, but if you want to build him, I just would be nice, yeah, to keep him like. So yeah, if you don't like him a lot. His charge attack also, like, yeah, it's take pretty long time, you know, like that second or third level charge attack, something like that. It's like crazy attack. So yeah. Yes, we have Chlorine, by the way, so yeah, she is, but you, unfortunately, you cannot switch Chlorine to a Hyperbloom, you know? So yeah, you need to use her as a DPS character, because no way you will use her as a like Hyperbloom. She's not great in Hyperblooming, by the way, because duration of that infusion, it's only 7.5 seconds. Yes, you can, but it's, yes, it's a way, it's actually, yes, it's a waste of her kit and abilities. Neuvillette, arlecchino, mualani, alhatem, navi, alini, then maybe chasca. Oh, about that, yes, maybe. Like, oh, but you know, like, just a second. Let's check the characters. So yeah, we have mualani. We have Chlorine. By the way, Chlorine is a great character at Constellation Zero. We have arlecchino. I want to talk about like only about like DPS on field characters, because yeah, Kinich actually it's not bad if you ask. He's Dendro because of that, only because of Dendro. If he was like let's say kinda Hydro or something like that, he wasn't so great. But because of Dendro, and you can use him in different team comps, he is good. Like, let's say mualani, arlecchino, Navia, Neuvillette, alhatem. Actually, Risley might be not bad with mavuika, because if mavuika can use a Cinder City set and can apply pretty good coordinated pyro, this one can benefit from her a lot. Like alhatem, Raiden, by the way. Actually, DPS Raiden is not bad. Yoimiya, you know, she's great in vaping actually, like at Constellations. She is super friendly with like free-to-play character. Yeah, I mean, like, yes, maybe yes, top 10, something like that, but not top 5 definitely, because yeah, we have so like pretty good like DPS characters. DPS Raiden is hard to build. Yes, DPS Raiden is hard to build indeed. All my friend has been dying for Constellation. Oh yeah, actually, yes, I'm completely agree with you, because like I want that Constellation 2 as well, but I will skip that banner. You know why? I don't need Setos, I have Shinchu, and Cookie Shinobu, yes, it's Constellation 0, but I'm okay with that, because I don't wanna mess up with my 50-50. It would be nice to get more Auroran constellations than Cookie Shinobu at the moment, unfortunately. Even though, yes, I would like, you know, like it would be nice to get some Cookie Shinobu constellations. Bro, my circlet rolled so good that when Mercy 100 passes. I have like, yeah. Congrats with that, Yoni. I know, like your luck with that artifact transmuter is just crazy. Actually, you know, like I'm a little bit so yeah, like congrats with that. Unfortunately, I cannot get like even that flower 2 times, and that was like a waste. But it's not. It wasn't a waste. I like, you know, like it's okay. Like so, yeah. But yeah, 10 crit rate, 14 attack. It's crazy. About like crit rate, Yoni, by the way, I wouldn't suggest you to go like overcap that crit rate. You know why? It's completely a waste. It's better to get defense, by the way, flat defense instead of crit rate. Because if you have like, let's say, let me show my Neuvillette, by the way. My Neuvillette at the moment has a little bit more crit rate that I want to, actually. Oh, no, I decrease that, yes. I decrease that because, yeah, Toto suggests me to switch my hydro damage to HP, and actually, if you remember, I did that on a stream. So yeah, it went crit damage, which is good. So yeah, at the moment I use like this one. So yeah, my crit rate is a bit low. But before that, I used hydro damage goblet. Like, just a second, let me check it. Yeah, this one. Oh no, not this one. My bad. This one. And I had a little bit more crit rate than I want. It's about like 1.3% more than I want. So yeah, it's a little bit more than that. No need to go. So if you have something like this, it's better to go like 90 or 95 instead of like, you know, like overcap the crit rate. Overcapping crit rate is bad. It's really bad. So it's better to go flat defense, or like, let's say, like even like, yes, flat attack for Neuvillette, it's also useless. But you get the point, you know? Cookie mainly for Hyperbloom. I don't use her. Not mainly for Hyperbloom, by the way. I mean, like, yes. Actually, yes. Mainly for Hyperbloom, but you also can use her in, like, Overload. Especially Constellation 2 is crazy. You know why? Because it's non-stop electro application, and you can use with, like, let's say something like yesterday, by the way, guys, I don't know if you remember, I did like the second half, this one, by using this team. Just let me show you. I use a team like Kazuha, Furina, Cookie Shinobu, and Xianyun, and actually it went pretty good. So yeah, like this team. You know why? I did some damage of field damage with Furina. I swirled Cookie and like Pyro with Cookie to do some additional damage, and Cookie and Xianyun gives me some overload to destroy the shield. I use Kazuha with Sacrificial Sword. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, it's not a bad team at all. And it's possible. I mean, like, but Constellation 2 Cookie is way better. So let me go against, like, with a 4-star we have, like we will get in a future banner. I mean, like Nahida banner. So yeah, guys, which character you want me to use in this case, like in this team? If you want me to, I can get, like, actually, second Pyro is a way. I don't think Furina is a great choice, but you can go. Yelan is okay. Actually, you can go Barbara, and Barbara is not a bad choice at all. Let's go. Let's use Barbara. Let's try Barbara. Oh yeah, you know why, Sino? Because let's say I don't think all of you have like Kinich, right? Or Alhatem. And if you don't have these characters, you need at least one team, because this team, like, it's a core for hyper blooming. You can just add some additional character, and that's it. Let's try with Barbara. Did you pre-farm for Nahida? It's overall maybe 10, 50, 50. Alright, let me try. Like Barbara, by the way, with the structure set. Oopsie.
あなたにも
歌よにしとな嫌いパッチョ慰のリン
えい
はい
せさとえいふっ痛くしちゃうかもふっ
役払い
えいと
えい
えい
雨描きがたしや
覚えたわよ
股間奥義
これこそが知恵の伝道はびこみんなを守るからね覚えたわよやみんな頑張ってね
慰のリンはいきっ歌よにし邪魔をするな
ほっ痛くしちゃうかも
Actually, in this case, you can use like Nahida on field and it's like best choice. But you need to switch to Barbara. You know why?
しっかり立ってな
覚えたわよとやだよっ知識はあなたにも
So yeah, why you need to switch to Barbara? Because you use like an instructor set. You need to switch Barbara to activate that passive. And you see the time is 1/3, it's pretty okay. And like all of them, like it's a banner character plus Barbara, which most of you most likely have. Oh, hi Xenix, how are you doing? I use Ayaka Hyper for each team at first floor, Ayaka, Nahida, Raiden, Chinchu, and I finished one floor. So satisfying to use that team. Oh, actually, it's yes, you can use it. You can use, by the way, I use this like for each as like, you can use this for each team. I used like this team back then, like this one. It's also pretty good. You know, like it's 1/30 time, it's all 4 stars. And despite that pyro resistance, it's still okay, you know? It's still okay. But if you ask me, like Geo teams or like Hyperbloom team for the first half, it's like, yeah, it's a way. It's easy to use because, you know, like, so yeah, the most like difficult one is the chamber one, not gonna lie. So yeah, it's the most annoying one, I would say, something like that. All right, let me try another something like maybe with Yao Yao. You know, with Yao Yao, it's a waste. You know why? Because Nahida gives you. Oh yeah, let's try with official. Official in this case, I would say it's not a great option, unfortunately. But let's try it. Oh, Sino rerun? I don't know. Hi Rohit, how are you doing? About Sino, I don't know like when we are going to get Sino. And you know what? If you ask me, like, don't get me wrong, Sino is kinda maybe fun to play, but I wouldn't suggest you to go for Sino, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he's not great DPS. He doesn't have enough resistance to interruption, you know? So yeah, he can be interrupted so often, it's a little bit difficult to use him. Yes, he gets that skill and that skill looks like so great. I mean, like when you get the skill, you use it, it deals like pretty good amount of damage. But it's like, yeah, it's, I don't know. It's me, maybe. Yeah. So no, probably yes, soon, cause he's try to make you joke funnier, man. No, probably not soon, right? Oh, he's Alright, let me try Fischl.
これこそが知恵の伝道
左右ルコー嫌いパッチョ慰のリン
断罪の名においはっ
So yes.
はびこりなさいせはふはは
この件はわかるかいはい
夜の権限覚えたわよ知識はあなたにも
しっかり立ってな邪魔をするな歌よ錦となまたか
痛くしちゃうかもやはっふっはっせはっ
この件はわかるかい雨 描きがたし。
覚えたわよ。私のお家にいらっしゃ
サリュールコ渚のリン。
姿を見せよ。はびこりなさい。覚えたわよ。
この件はわかるかい？
黒き翼よ。痛くしちゃうかも。
頑張れ。歌よにっとな。
はびこりなさい。これこそが知恵の伝道。覚えたわよ。
しっかり立ってな。
Now you can use her, but yeah, she's not optimal actually. Maybe second Hydro would be way better because in this team you're okay with Electro, even though Cookie Shinobu is Constellation 0, you completely okay with Nahida. And yes, maybe Hydro is like the most weak point. But still, I can get 3-star on second. For real, second phase, local, legend, so. Okay, Xanax, like, if so, just like, if you want me to, just write down your teams. Oh, I mean, like, you mean like this local legend, for real? Just like, yeah, okay, just, like, if you finish, like, this one in 850, and this one in a minute, then you should be completely okay with this one. Just write down the team you use on the second half. We can do some adjustment, no problem. Maybe Sino. Cookie after 4 got her rerun. It's the third rerun of Cookie Shinobu, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe fourth. You got rerun. Talk face. Got around to her. Talk face to face. Oh my. I will pull. Oh, for real? Crowd retainer? For real, Rohit? I didn't expect that. Why? Can you, like, you know why I ask that? Because actually cloud retainer, it's like Xianyun. She's trash. Not gonna lie. I will explain my point. Why I went, like, why I wished for Xianyun, because of her jumping and maybe healing, and maybe that's it. Because that even back then, that plunge activation, let's say, activation wasn't so great. We haven't had, even now we don't have enough character. It's like, yes, Navia might kind be okay, maybe Diluc, yes, but you know, like using like arlecchino plunge is bad. Using like Raiden is bad. It's like, yes, no way. Yes, you can use Gumming. You can, maybe, you have Shao, maybe because of that. Yeah, I see. Maybe you have Shao. You have Shao most likely. Arlecchino. Oh, that's alright. Arlecchino is crazy. Let me show you which team you need to use. Okay, for the first half, to be like close to your team, I'm going to use, like, by the way, 3 of the banners character, like this ones, and I'll hate them, right? For the second half, which team you need to use? You need to use Fischl, you need to use Arlecchino, you need to use Yelan, and you need to use Bennett. So yeah, this team is great for second half, and I will show you how you need to break the shield. So yeah, like this team. Of course, instead of, like, would be nice to use Shinchu. I like Shinchu, especially Shinchu is such a great character, actually, you know, like, that's why he's just crazy. He gives you healing. Like, yes, not for Arlecchino, obviously, but still. He gives you resistance to interruption. And by the way, that coefficient, like, it's 0.3. And as you know, guys, like, resistance to interruption coefficient, like, goes like let's say if you have 0.5 and 0.3. 0.3 is better than 0.5. The point is, if you have multiplier 1, coefficient 1, it means no resistance to interruption whatsoever. And if it's get lower, I mean like 0.5, 0.3, something like that, it means like you get some resistance to interruption. So 0.3, it's like actually pretty high. That's a great resistance to interruption. And he has that. And he gives the same resistance to interruption for any characters. When you use his skill, by the way. That's why Sacrificial Sword is so crazy on him. That's why I wouldn't suggest to use Favonius. Even though Favonius might be better for your energy for your team, the Sacrificial Sword gives you more defensive utility, especially for Alhaitham, for Arlecchino, you know, for the character like this. For Chlorine, by the way, might be not bad as well. So yeah. Oh no, Chlorine, if I'm not mistaken, gets some resistance to interruption, so yeah, it's useless. I only have Constellation. That's alright. Constellation 1 Sacrificial, that's alright. By the way, you know what? You can use Cookie Shinobu, but we use Cookie Shinobu already. You can use Raiden, if you have Raiden, by the way. Actually, Raiden might be better, if you have Raiden. For plunge, oh yeah, actually yes. It's like, oh, you have Raiden. Okay, if you have Raiden, let's try this team. Let's try Raiden. Yes, official might be a little bit better, but Raiden gives you more. Let's try this team. So yeah, it's about like 1 minute and 15, the same you like do with your team. Oh my, just a second. Yeah. It's better to not skip, like with any weapon actually. When you use like Shinchu, it's better to not skip its skill like hits. So yeah, let's say it's like 850, like you did. Oh, hi Deadpool, how are you doing? So I can make Nilo Alhaitham team Yappy. Oh, if you have Nilo, actually yes. You know why? Because as you know, Nilo is off field, and Alhaitham have like Alhaitham has actually. If you get used to Alhaitham, but the only point by like using, if you want to use Alhaitham on Nilo teams, you need to get to properly use all of his skill, attack, and charge attack, because if you know, he can get infusion like in 4 different ways. In this case, you can keep him infused non-stop, and because of that, yes, you can do it. Hey, when is Nahida banner coming? Oh yeah, in 5 days. Oh yeah, 29th, yeah, exactly. Wait, how did you know? I also use Neuvillette for the first house. That one was really easy beside Icon. Actually, yes. Like, you know, like if you need Xenix more time, then yes. How did you know I'm Indian? Who was that? Okay, because I'm working. Oh, by the way, MC, if you have Alhaitham, actually it's so great. Alhaitham is such a great character. Can you hear my accent? No. I will not comment that, but yes, it's a bad sign or how? Deadpool is some kind of confused. Deadpool, no need to be confused so much. All right. So all right. Yes, like you can use it. Let's try this one. So yeah, this one is about like hydro shells. Yeah. Okay, my bad.
裁きの雷権限みんながそばにいてくれ。どの目が出るかしら。
I messed up a little bit, but still. Yeah, that's it.
いやここより登る。逃げ道はあります。全力攻撃かかれ。よっいや糸よ、工作せよ。痛がっていね。裁きの雷。みんなは俺が。スラルコー。いや月のように永遠な権限見切りました。かかれ。全力攻撃だ。燃えろ。いや終わりでよっいや裁きの雷。くらえ。みんなは俺がと続きと行こう。いや凡庸だね。
Okay, let me try it again. Oh, actually no. Let me just like continue because it's possible to do it. You still like the only problem with second, right? So yeah, let me just continue. Right? It's possible with like arlecchino anyway. Vortex, didn't you say kinich hyperbloom is good? Yes. Okay, I will try it. Actually, yes, I already tried, by the way, with that team, with Cookie Shinobu, Nahida and Shinchu, and yes, it's actually pretty good. Just a second. Oh, you mean like instead of Alhatem? Actually, no, like if you compare with Alhatem, in this team, Alhatem is better. Yes, obviously. Because kinich is mostly, yes, but you still can use kinich. I will, like, no problem. Just a second, let me just finish this one. I will do it.
手をつなぎましょう。
雨描きがたし、しっかり立ってな。
もらった。はっ。
股間奥義。
これこそが知恵の伝道。
邪魔をするな。
理論の演劇。
この剣はわかるかい？雨描きがたし。
挑戦。
Alright, this one. Or you can use Yao Yao for healing instead of Nahida. MZ. What? Yes, I'll hate him. Yao Yao for healing instead of Nahida. I mean like for hyper you can use, but not for healing. Yao Yao is not great for healing. I mean like especially in like I'll hate him team because Cookie is a healer, Shinchu is a healer, it's more than enough. You mostly need to use Yao Yao's skill, not her healing abilities, because if you use Yao Yao's healing abilities, she needs to be on field and you will lose a lot of time. So yeah, it's not a way actually. I also used Kinich Hyperbloom with Raiden beside Cookie, and it was so yes, but mostly like Sunrise. Yes, actually yes, Zenix. Hyperbloom or like with Kinich is not bad, pretty good damage. You just like. And actually it's good, you know why? Because if he gets pyro on field and like you keep that firing on, you know, like he gets that enhanced attack, which is a great damage, but with hyper blooming you get more damage. because it's like, let's say it's about like 30k, something like that. You apply electro, you apply hydro. So yeah, it's a great team, not gonna lie. So yeah, about like this one.
見切りました。
Okay, like this.
燃えろ。いや、全力攻撃だ。
裁きの雷。捕まえた。糸よ。工作せここより登る。貫く。
燃えろ。
逃げ道はあります。
痛がっちゃいないわ。いや、どの目が出るかしら。
やっとはっさやっ見切りました。
いや、みんながそばにいてくれるわ。傷なんて。
かかれ。
落ちるよ。逃げ道はあります。
燃えろ。
痛がっちゃいないわ。糸よ。工作せよ。
みんなは俺が。よっ。
やっと。
いや。
かかれ。はっ。
みんながそばにいてくれる。
却下。裁きの雷。
I messed up with rotation actually.
月のように永遠な貫く。
全力攻撃だ。
どの目が出るかし
見切りました。
よっ。せい。せい。と。
やっ。
Let me do it again. I messed up with rotation. It's official in this case better, but still, Raiden is okay. Oh, that was you. I missed your chat. Just a second. I use Arlecchino, Benny, Kazuha, and Xilonen, and my Arlecchino was doing what? Yes, actually, it's possible. 1k attack. Yes, it's possible. It's not a bad team. But you know why? If you don't have, let's say, Geo character, Overload is away. It's better to use Fischl. But if you don't have Fischl, Constellation 6 might be a little bit difficult. So yeah, like let's say this team, like with Raiden, can be pretty okay. I also use kinich. You need Pneuma in, like, yes, actually you're right. you're like, it's only about the second chamber, because yeah, it's only about the second chamber. All other chambers is completely alright.
全部丸見え。
この剣はわかるかい。雨描きがたし。マッチな。
手をつなぎましょう。私のお家にいらず。
歌よ錦となれ。はい、出発じゃ。渚のリン。
運行。いや。
動くべきだ。形を。
知識をあなたにも。
しっかり立ってな。
I have EM Raiden, you also use her. Yes, exactly. I always go like for real. No, it's possible. If you notice that, like I was about like close to do it, so it's possible. It's not so difficult. You just need to do proper rotation. I messed up with the last one, so I used all of my Arlecchino's like mark ability. So yeah, that's actually the problem. You need to use like Raiden. You need to do Overload.
みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
You know, like you need to do Overload.
捕まえた。糸よ。工作せよ。
見切りました。ここより登る。
権限全
逃げ道はあります。
燃えろ。みんながそばに。
どの目が出るか痛がっちゃいます
月のように永遠なヒュッテ
かかれ
冒険だ。へっはっ。みんなは俺が守る。
権限
捕まえた
裁きの怒り
燃えろ。
終わりね
やっ
You see, like, it's easy actually, it's not so difficult. You just can do it in time. Like, I messed up with rotation previous one, and that's it. Why this, like, let me show you again. It would be not, let me just, like, leave and show you again. What you, oh yeah, I can show, let's, okay, just a second. Let me go the same team and do the local legend. So yeah, it's going like Raiden, Arlecchino. It's easy actually, you can do it in no time. I will show you my Raiden build. Raiden is EM, by the way. It's Raiden. Shinchu, by the way, in this case might be better. Instead of Yelan. Way better actually.
網を引きに行きましょう
So let me go like local legend and did I say EM? How can I break the horse shield with Arlecchino at Surfall? Oh, but you... Okay, I will continue that as well. Actually, the same way. With this team, the same way. Because you do like some overload. Oh, the best character to do that, it's Navia or Raiden. Of course, like, yeah, that's obvious. But if you don't have them, like, let me try it. So yeah, about this shield. You do Electro. When you do overload, you see the shield went, like, so yeah, you just destroy the shield with overload. You see, that overload, that destroys the shield. That's why, let's say, if you have Yoimiya, by the way, Yoimiya is not a bad character at all. You see? Also, you can do, like, destroy shield by plunging. By the way, if you have Constellation 6 Bennett, you can destroy the shield in no time, because as you know, like, Constellation 6 gives you like infusion within that field, you know. So because of that, all of your plunge, normal attacks, like for sword characters, let me check it. Sword, claymore and polearm wielders, like, will get infusion, so you can destroy this shield way faster. Oh, I missed some chat, guys, so yeah, sorry about that. Use one Geo in a team to break his shield. Not someone you know. Xenix overload reaction. Oh yeah, actually yes, Xenix, like, it's about overload, like, that's why. So yeah, the overload reaction is helpful, but if you have Constellation 6 Bennett, it's way more easy, because you get that infusion, like with plunging, with like normal attacks, mostly with plunging, because even if you don't have like infusion, let's say you use the team like Kazuha. By the way, Kazuha, Arlecchino, Yelan and Bennett can deal with that like golem, I mean like that horse. You just need to like break the shield and or do like damage through the shield. You can break the shield with Bennett Plunge as well. It's like, yeah, it will cost you some time, but you see,
Yeah.
it's possible. Oh yeah, it's possible actually. It's possible. $100 million Mora, what? Not someone you know. No, it's like I don't have Zhongli. If you don't have Zhongli, Deadpool, you can use Overload reaction. Or you can use Xilonen is okay. You can use actually maybe Noelle with that charge attack. But first you need to use her shield. Let me continue, like, let me try that. Oh yeah, let me first do, just a second, one domain run, maybe I can get something useful. I pulled for him 3 times and have Constellation 3 more. About Zhongli, by the way, if you ask me, like, let's say you can completely avoid him, and if you know, like in the 5.2 we are going to get Chasca and Line, and on a second phase we are going to get Neuvillette and Zhongli. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Plunge Navia? Yes, Plunge Navia is okay, but you know, Scuba, what's the problem? Like, not like all of the players have like Plunge Navia. Because of that, you need to find some different solution. And Overload is a way. Actually, Overload is not bad reaction. Why Fischl is great in Overload, but not? Because Fischl, as you know, that Oz, if you do normal attacks, that normal attack has different ICD. It's super low. And because of that, you just destroy the shield in no time. So yeah, you just can do like, let's say if you have Constellation 6 Bennett, right? And if you have Fischl with Oz, you just like use Fischl Oz, use Bennett's burst, and do like, let's say some, I don't know, maybe Zhongli, right? Zhongli, as you know, guys, like has maybe one of the fastest polearm attacks in this game. So yeah, use Zhongli, like, let's say not Zhongli, of course, Zhongli is a geo. Let's use, I don't know, like, let's say Bennett. You just like can do Bennett's normal attacks with infused normal attacks, and Oz on the other side will apply Electro, and you can apply C6 Bennett's Pyro. So yeah, you can destroy that shield like so easy. Yes, Navia, Zhongli might be better, but still it's possible with Overload. Why I like Arlecchino? If you notice, as soon as like fight over, like she gets that healing back. So yeah, it works so smooth and fast. Now Vortex, read Dreamer's chat. My guy had asked. Oh, for real? Oh, Dreamers, I'm sorry about that. Just a second, guys. I can like. All right, let me find it. Like, it would be nice if you just like add like Vortex. If like, okay, just a second. Dreamers, where are you? Dreamers, Vortex, you miss my, yes, but I miss your chat. Just please, like, you know, on the same color, can you just like add like game like Vortex like in the at the beginning? Just a second. Oh, I used my Arlecchino, Benny, Yellen, and Navia. Was just like, yeah, that's right. But the Android Traveler have not that range. I'll hit him, Nilo, what? But I found that I just like, yeah, I missed it completely, Dreamers. And I cannot find it. Because you delete some of your, maybe you'll delete it. Vortex Dreamers is dying to see your Nahida and Cookie Bloom, man. Nahida, but I already did that team. Okay, I will do it, no problem. Like Dreamers, if you want me to like use like Cookie and Nahida is not a great actually. Oh, actually, it's good, but you need to use some different characters. Just a second, let me do it, no problem. Oh, energy recharge. Actually, I will keep it. Just a second. Just a second, guys. I'm out, Dreamers, because like, okay, just I don't have Ayaka and. Okay, bro. Not someone. EM, Sands, Dendro, Goblet, Crit, Raid, Circlet. Kichink with Xilonen is decent. Oh yeah, Scuba. Actually, Kichink is great character, not gonna lie. Kichink is great character. Now you're getting sucked. Oh yes, Xenix, like it's actually it's because like that Bernice like videos, you know. So yeah, tomorrow I will do another one. Unfortunately, you know, I read the chats and like they ask me to do like that like karaoke version, something like that. So yeah, but I try to do like Genshin Impact videos as well. But that Bernice actually, and like that Bernice, then like Rappa and Xilonen actually, like just imagine 3 great teasers like in a month. That's crazy actually, not gonna lie. And all of them are so catchy, you know. Vortex drunk. Oh my god, Dreamers Elma. Vortex drunk. No, I didn't. Just like Dreamers, come on. Just a second. Let me find it. I couldn't find the chat. Just a second. Let me just find it. If you want me to use Cookie Shinobu and Nahida, you can. Actually, this team, I already, like, you know why? I already did all of the tests, but I will do it again. No problem. Oh, let me just show how to destroy the shield of that horse. Just a second. The Dreamers. No, he's busy. Cookie and Nahida build. Oh, you want to see my Cookie and Nahida build? Alright, of course. Dreamers, I showed that, so just a second. My Cookie Shinobu is fully EM. Even though your Cookie Shinobu is a healer and can get some damage, like she is HP scalers, I wouldn't suggest you to use your Cookie Shinobu's HP. If you notice that, her weapon is like Iron Sting, and she has like 954 elemental mastery. About constellation, unfortunately, yes, so yeah, it's like unfortunate, but still. Talents. You don't need to level up talents at all, but if you need more healing, let's say yes, it's better to like keep it at level 9, plus you will get some like 3 levels out of constellations. About sets. Like best set is Flower of Paradise Lost. It's a best set for Cookie Shinobu. No need to, you can use Gilded Dreams, but you will lose some damage. So yeah, because of that, like Flower of Paradise Lost gives you additional damage. Like a ton of additional damage. This set is best for Bloom, Hyper Bloom and Burgeon, just keep that in mind. So yeah, like let's say if you play with Nilo, one of the characters with this set might be pretty useful. That's it. Because like other than that, Elemental Mastery and Elemental Mastery, you don't need energy recharge so much. Yes, I have 150. You know why? Because time to time you use that burst and just get some immunity, you know? So yeah, it's kinda might be helpful. Even though it lasts for like 2 or 3 seconds, it's kinda okay to have. So yeah, that's it. About Nahida is easy to build. So yeah, Elemental Mastery, that's it. You can go for 1k, it's a cap for her. But I prefer to use my mostly hybrid build, you know, with crit rate, crit damage. My build is like this. Constellation 0, talent it's like 10-10. I wouldn't suggest you to level up normal because it's completely useless. Weapon is Sacrificial Fragments. And sets. I use Elemental Mastery Sand, Elemental Mastery Goblet. I wouldn't suggest you at Constellation 0 use Dendro 1, because Dendro is not so useful. Because yes, you can get personal damage, Nahida's personal damage, but you will lose some Elemental Mastery which can like provide to your teammates, which is bad, by using her burst. So actually EM for Constellation 0 and crit rate, crit damage would be nice bad choice, but you also can go EM and Elemental Mastery. So yeah, it's also okay if you have enough crit rate. You know why crit rate is good? Because like she can deal some Dendro damage. Because of that, yeah, it's pretty useful. That's it. So yes, she's not so difficult to use, to build, but you can go completely without crit rate and crit damage. That's it. And energy recharge as well, by the way. She doesn't need so much. Finally, yes, okay. Actually, you know, like I didn't expect that question from the the dreamers. Not gonna lie, I showed my cookie like maybe like yeah, that's right. Like that's completely okay. So yeah, about the shield. Finally, I use that event weapon on her. That umbrella. Umbrella is okay. Oh yeah, umbrella like on Cookie Shinobu, it's the same actually. I just use Iron Stink, you know why? Because I use that umbrella on my Kazuha back then. So yeah, you can use umbrella. You can use like Freedom Sword as well. So the more elemental mastery you give Cookie, the better. Cookie Constellation, oh yeah, Constellation 2 actually, not so one, you know, like I want that cookie so bad. The problem is, yeah, I don't want to mess my 50-50. It's for me, it's better to get a couple constellation for Ororon. But yes, Cookie Shinobu Constellation 2 is just crazy. Wait, Constellation 2, yes, of course. I mean, like, you know why Constellation 2? Okay, let me show you why Constellation 2 is better. Constellation 2 Cookie Shinobu is better because you get additional 3 seconds for her skill. At the moment, at Constellation 0, she just like this. Her skill lasts for 12 seconds duration and cooldown is 15. So yeah, you lose some electro aura. You lose some electro applications. That's bad. You know, that's terrible actually, because it just like decrease your DPS a lot, by a lot. But when you get Constellation 2, it just gives you additional 3 seconds for her skill. It means now you have like 15-15. That's crazy actually. So yeah, it's non-stop application. But actually Constellation 2 is like, yeah, if you have Constellation 2, you don't need other constellation at all. Yes, Constellation 6 is also good because, you know, like she is pretty fragile. I mean, Cookie Shinobu. Because of that, yes, having Constellation 6 is great because you can survive more often. But still, Constellation 2 is the way. There's no need to go like more than that. Hi Turkey, how are you doing? Her best constellations, yeah. Actually, yes, you're right. I agree with that. Constellation 2 is the best one. Hey Vickershy, how are you doing? I'm awake, sleeping like an old man in my chair. That's alright. Oh my god. C6 is insane, I agree. Yes, but you know what? Even though it's insane, you don't need like go for Constellation 6. Yeah, like if you get Constellation 2 is more than enough. Especially if you don't have Nahida, if you need some cookie, like some Shinchu constellation. That's crazy banner actually, not gonna lie. These 3 characters already gives you great Hyperbloom core. You can add Alhaitham, but actually it's best Alhaitham team. You can add Kinich, not great one but still useful. You can add Yelan, additional Hydro application. I haven't tested with Yelan, I will do. Just give me like a couple seconds. Oh, Constellation 4, that's you saved actually Deadpool if so. Constellation 4 is okay. Let me try it again. I want to just like actually like with Raiden and Bennett, it's okay to destroy that shield. Oh yeah, by the way, about this two, like this chamber, to kill them more faster, I would say it's better to like go to this, like to the end of the area, you know, like to this area, and wait for them. You can apply like something, but you cannot like this. Just a second, let me just so yeah, because when you go towards them, you lose that groping. Unfortunately, this duo is pretty annoying. In this case, you see, like you disabled both of them, and now can do like everything you want. It's like super easy. So yeah, it's super easy. Yeah. The Wicked Vortex. Does the look have any potential at C0? No. Actually, no. You know why? Let's say Gaming is better. If you have Gaming, I would rather suggest you to build Gaming instead of like a Diluc. You know why? Because Diluc without Constellation 6 Bennett kinda not so useful, unfortunately. Yes, you can do plunge attacks, but still you need some infusion. He gets infusion by using her burst, but that burst lasts for 8 seconds or 10 seconds, I don't remember exactly. So yeah, it's not, let's say, you cannot do enough damage. Instead of like a lot, but Gaming, it's crazy. Even though he is a 4-star and you have at least Constellation 1, he is already like good to level up. Because he is a plunger, he loses some HP by using plunge attacks, you know, his skill. Also, because of that, you can use easily Marushti Hunter set, which is crazy for him. It's an amazing banner, but it's not for me. I have Nahida and once. Oh yeah, I like you know, like Deadpool. If you have like Nahida, so yeah, it's better to skip. You know why? Because let's say next banner with Chasca and Ororon might be way more attractive because of Ororon. You know, Ororon is like Fischl, but with multi ability to hit multi wave, like multi enemy. You know, and also for multi waves. Kinda like this. The only problem, it's Ororon's burst duration, it's 9 seconds and cooldown is 15. I hope they will change that to at least 12 and 15. It would be just crazy insane, you know, like it would be just insane. But we'll see. It's still, in terms of damage, he loses to Fischl. Yes, because Fischl at a single target is way better. It's still, she's just like Constellation 6, of course. She's still way better because she applies that electro so fast, crazy, you know, like a Tommy gun. But Ororon, like against or like multi enemies and within multi waves, he is good. Deluxe is 0 level 1 hero, new shot. For now, yes. That time, yes. You know why? Like Wicker, because I have Diluc. My Diluc is level 86. You know why? Because he was my first 5-star character. So yeah, back then when I started the game, he was pretty useful. Now he is not. Yes, you still can use him, but it's a waste of your resources like mats, Mora, etc. You know, it's better to build another character, Gaming especially, because Gaming, like, you know, he has that plunge attack. Xianyun can be useful for him. You can use Gaming with Furina, by the way, because he has that DPS decreasing mechanic. And Marushti Hunter is one of the best he's set. Yes, Crimson might be better, but it depends on the team. But if you use with Furina, then Marushti Hunter is away. You also can use Xilonen, by the way, on that team. And use, let's say, Shinchu or maybe another character. So yeah, that team is going to be just crazy insane. Like Gaming is really, he's so crazy. Hey Splash Gacha Vortex, everything changed. I wanted Nahida, but I changed my mind to Hydra Dragon. You know what? If you're on 50-50 Splash, I would suggest you to at least try your luck on Nahida, because Nahida is crazy, especially this banner. You know, I don't know about like Neuvillette banner, like Neuvillette Zhongli banner. Most likely, I think we're going to get at least Noel or something on that banner. So yeah, that banner is not going to be so crazy. This banner is just insanely crazy. Because like Shinchu, if you don't have Shinchu or need couple constellation, it's a way. If you don't have Cookie, let's say Cookie Shinobu, Nahida and Shinchu is already great team. So yeah, like if you ask me, I would suggest you to go for this banner, but it's up to you. I mean, you know, like you spend your Primogems, so yeah, how can I decide? The look without Xianyun is kind of, it's not like Scuba, it's not only because of like Xianyun. You know, even with Xianyun, the look without, the look haven't had like enough infusion, and because of that, it's like he needs Constellation 6 banner. If you have Constellation 6 banner, then the look might be pretty useful. You know, that infusion is because he's let's say like getting back Bennett's burst. It's easy because Bennett is a battery. You usually use Bennett as a supportive character, you know. Even though Deluxe energy cost is only 40, it's still not so like say yeah, but you still can use him. I wouldn't suggest you though to level him up. Yes, build at Constellation 0. Which one? Oh yeah, but I have official Constellation 0. I mean, like, you know, Dreamers, like if you have Constellation 0, I still would maybe suggest you to build her. You know why? Even though she's not so great, she still will be alright by getting more and more constellations. But yes, but you know that we discussed that so many times on Steam. So yeah, because Fischl is one of the best supportive characters in this game. We have like a couple characters, which is like Shinchu, Bennett, Shanling, Fischl, Yao Yao, Kuki Shinobu, which I would say yes, you need to build them. You know, Sucrose, even though you don't have Constellation now, you definitely will get some like in the future. And because of that, yes, some of the 4-star just must build. The characters you must build. They are super useful. What do you know? Oh yeah, about Dragon Strike, yes. Yes, by the way, you can do Dragon Strike with, like, not only with Diluc, by the way, with other characters as well. But yes, I know, Dragon Strike is pretty powerful, not gonna lie. It's a little bit difficult to, like, you need to get used to it. So yeah, it's some specific technique, but yes. I still, since I don't use like Diluc, and since I have Xianyun, you know, like for me using Dragon Spine, it's like it's a waste of my time, you know. But yes, I know that. I'll pull the banner too, but I don't go. Alright, let me just do it. Oh, Constellation 4 actually is crazy. Constellation 4 official is okay. Alright, let me just like... And now... Okay. Building Pitilo. Rivaline. Oh, hi Rivaline. I like it. She is good with things. After Nahida, MZ, Tignari, Yamiko team became more strong. After Nahida, Tignari. Hi Boa, how are you doing? Yeah, I use her with Tignari. 24/7, for real. My Wi-Fi. So laggy, it's... Why not C6 Bennett? Why not C6 Bennett? You know why? I still keep... I will suggest to like change that constellation like when I get Mavuika. So yeah, let me just like... Yes, it's possible. Let me try it again, and that's then I will try another teams. Because you know why? If Mavuika can apply like Pyro pretty good, and I can switch my Bennett, you know, sometimes I use Bennett not for healing. At the moment I use Kuki Shinobu for healing. She is great for healing actually, especially for Kinich, because you know why Kuki Shinobu is better? Because Kuki Shinobu creates that healing field like around you. Like it doesn't matter where you are, you get some healing, you know? That's actually useful, and you get some, can get infusion if you want to, or if you're a range character, you don't need a fusion, you just need to keep you away from an enemy. So yes, actually Kukishinobu is great healer in this case. So yeah, if Mavuika is going to be pretty good at applying pyro, I will just like do my Bennett C6. So yeah, because C6 actually is not bad, you know. Also, he is good for arlecchino, he is good for Yoimiya, he is great for actually for so many like team comps. Let's say for Diluc, if you want to, you can get let's say pretty consistent overload, which is great. Teapot off. Topic question. Do I just build Jade Screen to max out the amount of items in the teapot? What? Teapot off topic question. That's alright. Do I just build Jade Screens to max out? Oh yeah, actually yes, you need. I got the point. Yes, you need to build. You know why? Because Jade Screens they has the most cost and the less place which you occupy in teapot. So because of that, they have best value. That's why yes, you need to build them. I will show you by the way, let me just finish this one and I will show you what I did back then. So yeah, about this one, just go to the edge of the
手
screen.
をつなぎましょう。
歌よに嫌いパッチョ
理論の演劇
雨描きがたしこの件はわかるかい。
知識はあなたにも。
股間奥義
文庫
Well, nowadays my schedule is a bit too tight. That's alright. I'm guaranteeing an answer video. On which time that salesman come? I need that. Oh, it's like on Fridays. You mean like salesman in like teapot? It's on Fridays only. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. That's it.
冒険
捕まえた。
みんなは俺が守れ
貫こう。やよ
よし
や痛がっちゃいない。裁きの一
せいほっはっさほっ
月のように永遠の
燃えろ全力こ
かかれ。どの目が出るかしら。逃げ道はありません。
やっほっさとほっさせい
キャップ
せいみんなは俺が守る
裁きの怒り。糸よ工作せよ。
やっほっ
痛がっちゃいない。見切りました。
みんながそばに
たっよっせいと裁きの雷。
Actually,
燃えろ
やっかかれ。や逃げ道はありません。
全力攻撃だせい
どの目が出るかしら。
やっさやっさ
so yeah, guys, if you see it's pretty easy, it's not so difficult, and you don't need damage. Actually, Fischl is better than Raiden, but you still can use Raiden. Alright, let me just go and show you my Jade screens and something like that. Just a second. About teapots. And also salesman, yes, if I'm not mistaken, he's available at the moment. 5.23 mil. Yeah, actually you're right. Actually it's, yeah, so yeah, about like, oh, it's not right here. About like sales. Oh yeah, he's not available at the moment, so yeah, right. Today is oh yes, then like Saturdays and, yeah, Saturdays and Sundays, my bad. So yeah, Saturday and Sundays, if I'm not. Oh yeah, by the way, you can visit the idle place, this like waypoints as well. About like jade screens, just a second, let me switch.
この同点
Let me switch my realm. My main one is this one. It's a mess. Yeah, it's this one. Oh, no, it's not this one. No, it's not this one. Just a second. So yeah.
この同点
Hey Zoro, how are you doing? I forgot. Let me check it anyway. Oh yeah, you see like one, like, yeah, this one. You see like, I just placed just a lot of them, but it's not this one. Just let me check another one, just a second. So yeah, I have a ton of them. So yeah, just like crazy. I don't know, like back then, because it had like best value.
この同点も
Alright, just... Oh, hi Kakarot, how are you doing? Can I go for Nahida cons? I already have... No, of course not. Zoro, if you have Constellation 2 is more than enough, if you ask me. But still, it's up to you. I wouldn't suggest you. You can, but it's a waste, in my opinion. If you need other characters, then yes, go. Oh yeah, you see? Here you go. So yeah, I have ton of them. I just placed it in like this place. So yeah, if you see that, guys, so yeah, I have ton of them. And yeah, like these ones have the best value. Like, yeah. So yeah, just create them and that's it. And if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, I have some rooms with them. So yeah, to get 20k points, it's a way. I place, yes, all around my rooms. Actually, it's bad example, like how you need to like build your teapot, but still, it helps you a lot, especially to increase that like points. Oh, hi. Okay, I hate that everyday Seagull shop is basically all about like furniture. Oh, actually, you know, like some players just like the pot, the Serenity pot. So they just do something like, you know, like I don't know, like they love that visual something when you create something. I don't know. I'm okay with that. All right. Let me go to Natlan, do some. Let me try my luck on this one. Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? I always use teapot MZ. Oh, teapot, yes, actually it's useful, not gonna lie, and I would suggest you to use it because you can get like transients resin. It's like 60 resins per week. You can get Mora, you can get books. Actually, it's super useful. Okay, let me go like this team again. So yeah, as you notice, guys, you don't need like Geo to destroy the shield. You just need EM like Raiden. You can go, by the way, not EM Raiden, but ordinary Raiden. You know? So yeah, it's also like pretty good.
見切りました。くらい。糸よ、工作せよ。よっと。ほっと。やっ。 捕まえた。
I don't like how has already had arlecchino. Oh, for real. Arlecchino Constellation 1 that was her signature weapon is crazy. Okay, come on. Why? I don't need this. Okay, this one is good, but I don't need this set. I need this one. It's so sad. I want to build my, like, I want a couple pieces for my Navia, but I cannot get them. Hutao value? I don't think so. About Hutao value, it's not possible that Hutao value would go down. Maybe some like Shenling's value will go down, but not Hutao value. You know why? Because we still don't know about abilities of like Pyro Archon. I don't think she is going to be played out of charge attack, and because of that, Hutao still will be Hutao. Actually, Hutao's value might be increased because, as I heard, and if you remember, you just like told that like couple, maybe like let's say like an hour ago, that weapon, signature weapon, might increase some attack and you know like, so yeah, notion values. And because of that, she might be useful for Hutao, which gives you more pyro damage, let's say. So yeah, I don't think like Hutao is Hutao, especially Constellation 1. But if you compare with Arlecchino, I would say yes, it's better to go Arlecchino C0 than Hutao Constellation 0, unfortunately. So yeah, you need Constellation 1 for Hutao.
権限。どの目が出るかしら。みんながそばにいた。いや。さあ、と。
You know, usually if you know like okay, like none of the characters' value are go down so bad when we have another character. Let's say if you compare Yelan and Xinchu, even though Yelan kinda is Xinchu 2.0, Xinchu is still super valuable. Let's say in other characters, let's say like I don't know, like Albedo and Chiori. Even though Chiori is so crazy, not gonna lie, Albedo is still useful. You know? So yeah, like it's okay. Not this time. I need good sense. Good. I don't know who is banned to pull for now. If I go Nahida, it will be Constellation 1. If I go Hutao, playing her without C1 is not. I wouldn't suggest you to go like any of them, Kakarot, if you ask me. If you have Nahida, just skip this panel. You know why? Because I don't know if you have Neuvillette and Zhongli, because like let's say Chasca and Line, Zhongli and Neuvillette. If you have Nahida, no need to go for Constellation 1. If you go for Constellation 1, then go for Constellation 2. Just it, you know? About Hutao, I wouldn't suggest you to go, because if you have Arlecchino already, Hutao is like, yeah, she's a little bit difficult to use, unfortunately. So yeah, it's like, it's still up to you, but I wouldn't suggest you. She's cool. Actually, I like her like flash stepping, you know, when she's like, by the way, by using that flash step, I mean like it's, let's say, running, right? She can dodge attacks, which is crazy actually, super useful. Because she became like kinda like, let's say, invisible in like fraction of seconds. Yeah, actually, oh, hi Yuvraj, how are you doing? Okay, now Chiori is way better than... Yes, she's better, but let's say if you have Albedo, right, you can skip Chiori easily. Albedo is a little bit difficult, different character, but you can skip Chiori. So yeah, I mean like his value is not so like, you know, like decreased by a lot. Yes, it's down, but not so bad. I still use Albedo, and by the way, in this Spiral Abyss, Albedo is not bad at all, especially with Neuvillette. Because he attacks every 2 seconds and he is good by destroying the shields, you know, like we have on a chamber 12 or floor 12. ear issue, while arlecchino does that with charge attacks. Charge attacking with that, yeah. Actually, yes, it's bad. Because you know why? MZ, you are limited on attacks, unfortunately. I don't have issue with good or for power creeping. Some random girl who can... Alright. So, okay, let me try different team maybe. Oh yeah, let me try Neuvillette. Let's try the characters we got in the future banners like Cookie, Shinchu and Nahida, by the way, and add someone. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's go Sucrose.
私頑張る
I'm playing to C6 my fave characters, but Pyro Archon is coming out, so I'm confused. Yes, MZ, I'm still on JP. You know why? Because as I heard, they will just let's say that strike about voice actors. I don't know when, but they said that it's still about a couple months without voices at all, which is a problem actually. Yes, maybe Archon Quest in a 5.3 I will switch to English voice lines, but still now, yeah, now in JP, because let's just imagine Line, Candice, Dia, all of them without voice. Coley, it's terrible actually, and only Paimon can talk. That's terrible actually. That's a problem. Imagine if Neuvillette had no ICD. Actually, Neuvillette has no ICD because of charge attack. That's why if you remember, if you know, Neuvillette plays out of charge attack, and because of that he has no ICD. And if you remember that spin to win mechanic he has, when they just messed up, Hoyoverse messed up with that and wanted to cancel it, they gave us 1700 Primogems. You can try it, by the way. It's spin to win mechanic, it's just crazy, and it has no ICD actually. Mavuika is gonna be a DPS. I heard that Kakarot, yes. She's going to be DPS character. But still, at cancellation 0. Paimon talking. Yes, actually, yeah, he is. Well, can I go for more Neuvillette cons or not? I have. Oh, about that, Zoro. What? Actually, if you ask me, Constellation 3 for Neuvillette is more than enough. You know why? It's the same thing for arlecchino, by the way. If you guys have arlecchino, in my opinion, the most value you can get for Constellation for her, it's first, second and third one, because third one increase her normal attack. The same thing applies to for Neuvillette. First, second and third one, that's it. I don't think going for more than that, it's it's a waste in my opinion, because the most let's say value out of Constellation you get out of these 3 constellations, first constellation, that's it. So if you ask me, no need to go, even though these constellations are pretty okay, especially last one, because you can do charge attack literally non-stop. His charge attack literally non-stop, because it gives you, if you see that, each absorbed droplet will increase the duration of charge attack by 1 second, which is crazy, Also you can use, let's say, Traveler, Hydro Traveler, Neuvillette can absorb travelers orbs. Also, if you have Xianyun, you can use Xianyun. So yeah, it's just non-stop charge attack. But still, I wouldn't suggest you. It's still up to you. If you're comfortable with Constellation 4, no need to go more than that. He is crazy at Constellation 3. Mihoyo didn't give us such a nice forget, to be a sub DPS. She's gonna be a DPS. No, she's going to be sub DPS as well, okay? Like, if you remember, we just like discussed that like last stream or something. It's no way the character with the Claymore character with 100% uptime on her duration be DPS character. No way. You can definitely use her as a sub DPS. So, guys, about mavuika, she is definitely going to be sub DPS. Let's say initially, yes, but you still can use Cinder City and use her as sub DPS. So yeah, it's no way you can't. Let's say Raiden, the same thing. So yeah, like it's yes, it's better to get some additional info, not gonna lie. But she's going to be crazy.
手をつなぎましょう。これこそが知恵の伝道。
左右ルカ渚のリン
安全距離確認。無双の風シミュレーター。吸引テスト開始。ふふ。全部丸見え。100痛い。
形はせしっかり立ってな。
6308式ユニット。
Ah yeah, I forgot it's not Raiden. Yeah, Raiden.
吸引テスト開始。
雨描きがたし
It's not Raiden. Oh yeah, this one. We'll be using Shanling till... Oh, yes. You know why Shanling? Shanling is actually a crazy character. Not gonna lie, because, you know, like, all of the... Okay, again this set, I get like, okay... Shanling is good, not bad character at all. She's still... by the way, Shanling has, like, this... constellation with this ability. If you know, like Goba, as constellation 1 can reduce like pyro reshet, like yeah, it gives you like pyro reshet 50% for 6 seconds, which is actually so crazy. So yeah, if you use Shanling, usually I notice that many players use like Goba, then use like Shanling's burst to get energy, which is in my opinion not correct. It's better to use burst if you have constellation 4, and after that use Goba to get enhanced attack, which is crazy. So yeah, just try to use Goba at like at very end, and after that you do some like attack. Because of that you get like increased damage, and actually 50% is not so like, it's another low value. But she's crazy. Anyway, like Shanling is a good character. And yes, we still, like, in my opinion, all of the supportive characters we have, like especially like Shinchu, Bennett, Shanling, like Fischl, Sucrose, Rosa, Yao Yao, or like Cookie Shinobu, they will still be playable in like future versions, no matter what. Yes, we can get some characters like Ororon, but if you compare Ororon with Cookie, he is not Cookie. You know, he cannot heal. He cannot apply like Electro so fast, in my opinion, than Cookie. Yes, he has some damage, but cannot apply Electro so fast. Also, Cookie, not only healer, but great with hyper blooming, you know. So yeah, she's crazy in this case. But Ororon is like, if you know, guys, Ororon's kit relies on like, it's not relies, I'm sorry, like it increases mostly electro charge damage. So yeah, it has some passive about that, you know. So yeah, like usually like Hoyo, like I don't know any characters in this game which is like the same kit, exactly the same kit. All of the kits, all of the mechanics, etc. like different, you know, like at least with something, maybe damage, maybe multipliers, maybe some like AoE, like you know, like range, something like that. So yeah. Yeah, I haven't farmed artifacts since. Didn't do it even once. Woblo. Mavuika will grant Night Soul to all party members. Oh yeah, about that actually. I don't believe that, Scuba. You know why? I don't believe in that because it's so crazy ability, just insane. You know why? Because just imagine what she's going to do, in my opinion. She will apply one more Night Soul character. Let's say something like that. As you know, like we have the character like Kinich, right? At the moment, Kinich, like we cannot use Kinich at his full potential. Why? We don't have the character, supportive character for Kinich, which can give him additional 40% elemental damage bonus by using Cinder City. Also, he has this passive. This passive says that after nearby party member triggers a Night Soul burst. It means like another Natlan characters, Kinich will gain 1 stack, max 2 stacks. One of them you can get with Kinich, another one with Xilonen, by the way. Xilonen is pretty useful. And by doing that, his like skill, you will increase the damage by a lot, you know? He utilizes the stacks and gets more damage. The point is, mavuika will consider one of your character, let's say, as a knight, let's say she adds another Night Soul character to your team party member. So yeah, you know, like this, but not Night Soul mechanic. I don't believe in that because it's so crazy. Just imagine, because just imagine you can get any character with that mechanic. I don't think it's possible, if you ask me. Because if you remember, they told us that Xilonen will get the same ability. I mean, like consider another character like one Night Soul, the burst, something like that. But it's not. It's Mavuika's kit. Furina and Mavuika doing damage of... Okay. Actually, yes, I believe in that. Natlan is the land of power. She's been... I would be nice to get something like that actually. I mean like Furina and Mavuika, because Furina's skill like lasts for 30 seconds, Mavuika's 25 seconds, and yes, great synergy. Also you can like do overload, which is crazy, you know, like now destroying the shield, geo shields will be just like, yeah, would be like so easy to do. I mean, ready to pair them together when Mavuika drops. 75% buff? What? Bro, I tried her in wave team and she's did like 160k. Still not constant. Numa and Uzia is dump, useless Mika. Actually, you know what? If you play, let's say, it's kinda yes. I didn't like it as well. It's Numa and Uzia because you know why? Yes, in Spile Abyss against like some enemies, actually it might be useful. But overall, yes, it's not like Night Burst mechanic, but Night Burst mechanic gives you a lot of like difference. Like it gives you Night Soul transmission, it gives you Night Soul burst, it gives you Night Soul point. So a lot of stuff, you know, like they actually work on that Night Soul a lot. So yeah, that's why it's so like, you know, like it's I don't want to say it's flexible or something, but it adds something new to the game. The problem is, yes, outside Natlan, it's completely useless, but Uzia and Numa might be useful. Because it, like, let's say, if you have an enemy which needs to be, like, let's say, stunned or, like, the shield to be destroyed, something like you need those characters. But playing, like, with Night Soul mechanic is, like, yeah, it's fun, not gonna lie. Alright, let me just...
私のお家にいらっしゃいまいが
股間奥義おとなしくしな渚のリン
7号式モジュール安全距離確認吸引テスト開始
役払い
安全距離確認
By the way, this trio, it's like 3 characters from the banner. So yeah, that's why this team is going to be so crazy. I would suggest, if you don't have Nahida, by the way, guy, and you are on your 50-50, I would suggest you to go this, because it's already the team, you know? You just, the only problem is, It's leveling them up. That's it. Because it's 3 characters at a time, it's can be a little bit like difficult. Why we don't have any underwater stuff in Natlan? We should add underwater areas in. Oh, you know why? Okay, because like I like when we don't have the same mechanic. As I will keep it, actually it's not bad, because it's great when you have like different areas. Just imagine we have the same areas like throughout the Teyvat. It's going to be not so interesting to play, you know. That's why, in my opinion, Natlan is Natlan, Dragon Spine is Dragon Spine, like, you know, desert is deserts, like, so yeah. It's fun actually. I think they are gonna make underwater thing exclusive to Fontaine to keep it's unique. Actually, yes, like Kakarot, something like this. Because like, you know, like what? So let's say some of, like many players like Fontaine because of underwater. And not only underwater, by the way, but this place as well, which is, as you know, guys, it's also underwater and crazy. And we have like this place, which is gorgeous. Just a second. If I'm not mistaken, this one. You definitely know this place, but still, let me show you. I did a video about that. So yeah, this one. If you know, like it's a notes, you know, and you can play the music, kinda. Yes, with the... Just let me just switch a character. Because yeah, you need the tall character, it's way better. You definitely know that. This one is like bad, but these 4 notes is just crazy insane. They are so... That's crazy actually, you know, it's so fun, that's insane. And all of them, like if you, like you see, it's the notes, it's like, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if you know that or not, but yeah, this place like right here, it's like whole this place. So yeah, actually yeah, that's why it's unique actually, Kakarot, I agree with you. Not asking to a lot of underwater, just a little bit. Oh, bye bye Tanuki, bye bye. We will be having a floating islands. Oh yeah, actually yes, floating islands on the next patch, yes, in a 5.2. And if you know, like I saw a couple footages, by the way, videos about that. It's so crazy, you know, it's so fun. And you know what? You know that you can see by, yes, just a second, let me show you. If I'm not mistaken, if you teleport right there, just a second guys, you can see that floating like something. Just let me switch to my like the team I usually use. Oh my. Just a second. If it's like correct place, then you can see something. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a correct place. No, it's like, it's not right. It's right there, if I'm not mistaken. Or right there. Just a second. Fiber map kinda looks small. Yes, it's small, but it has some water actually. You know? That's why it's like Oh yeah, flying. This one. You see like these objects? So yeah, it's kinda... Just a second. So yeah, something flying, you know? It's a flank. By the way, if you check the map, it's out of the map at the moment. So yeah, you see? So yeah, something flying. But yes, it's a little bit small, not gonna lie. It's like, let's say that area, but it has some water stuff, something like that. I like Fontaine more than Natlan. Fontaine and Natlan, at the moment, yes, maybe, like, Fontaine is crazy, actually. You know why? Because Fontaine is huge, it has underwater, so yeah, it's, like, not bad. But Natlan has its own, like, let's say, something, you know, like, it's catchy. It's, like, kinda... Because we have Saurians, and actually using Saurians so great. We still... we're going to get like additional Saurians, by the way, in a 5.2. They're crazy. One of them can fly, another one can, like, it's Ororon Saurian, has like different vision, something unique vision. So yeah, actually this place, in terms of, like, even though it's small, because of Saurians, because of other stuff, I would say this place is more not playable, but you know, like, you can do a lot of stuff like right here. It's my own opinion though, so yeah. Except everything in Inazuma tried to kill you. Inazuma, oh yeah, actually Inazuma is crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, I heard that in this place we're going to get some islands, and you need to destroy to get rid of the mist, which we got in Inazuma. Do you remember these islands? You know, like this one? Tsurumi Island. Yeah. With that mist, you need to get rid of the mist to open the, like, this island. So yeah, most likely in... Natlan 5.2 we're going to something the same. So yeah, some of the island will be like, let's say, hidden. You need to, like, finish a quest or like something world quest to unlock them. For me, Natlan Archon Quest is better than Fontaine. About that, actually, you know why? Since Natlan Archon Quest is kinda you know, like, it's big. I don't like it because of that. It's like huge, you know, like 6 acts, it's like a lot. Also, I spend about 4 hours for each of them. It's a waste of time. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, you need to listen all of them. But it's cool. Yeah, it's okay. It looks small, it's bigger than... Yes, like in terms of area, not so one, you know, like, yes, it's bigger, but like we have a lot of water, like in here. Because of that, yeah, it's like, it's not so huge actually. This one has like a lot of, like, let's say, you know, like this one's like underground, you know, like this one, which is also. So yeah, because of that, actually this area is big. It's huge actually, it's not so small. If you compare, even if you compare like with Natlan, I'm sorry, with Fontaine, because of underwater, this, like, yeah, it's okay. But this one have a lot of chambers, a lot of, like, let's say, like, you know, like, and also like another one which is like, let me teleport just a second. Actually it's huge. Natlan is not small, you know, like this one. I don't know, like, for me Natlan is okay. If you compare with Fontaine, yes, Fontaine has underwater, which is so cool. Oh, I have... Mavuika sacrificed her life for... Oh, by the way, about that, dreamers. About life, you know, like, if you haven't, like, if you done that Archon quest, you know that I will maybe post the video tomorrow or like or in 2 days. You know that Capitano also has it calls Ronova, right? Ronova, that's a death, like he also has contract with Ronova. So he also will be sacrificed his life in the future. I mean Capitano. When most likely we're going to do Kainra. I will do the video, by the way, so it's so interesting, actually, not gonna lie. Kinich exploration is bad outside the Natlan. Let's say yes, it's kinda, let's say in Natlan it's way better, not gonna lie. But it's all like characters like this. Oh, Skara, I don't know about Skara actually. I don't like Skara exploration, but Xianyun, yes. Xianyun just like, you know, she's just crazy. But you still can use Kinich, you know, like let's say, because of like... Oh yeah. He jumps like way higher than any other character. Just like check that. You see like, it's like huge, you know? So yeah, because of that he's like might be useful. But no one can compete like Xianyun with this jumping actually. Okay. Alright, let me use my strongbox. It's a time to use a strongbox. Fortress of Meropean was too long and Fontaine and just a bad experience in my opinion. We spent too much time. Oh yeah, you mean like, yeah. Oh yes, that underground place. Oh, it was trash. Not gonna lie. That underground place, yes. And you need to get that coupons. Do you know? Did you remember that? That coupons to get the points. Oh my, it was so annoying actually. So yeah, you mean like this place. Where it is? Just a second. No, it's not. All right. I mean, like, it should be right. Like, some. No. Anyway, yeah. I feel the same. I feel the same because, yeah, it was like, yeah, it was annoying actually. Xilonen is really good outside of Natlan too. Yes, she's not bad. The only problem still that exploration mechanic outside Natlan is not so, let's say, it's okay, but you know, like the time is limited. That's why, yes, it's kinda, yes, it's better to use in like because of like that phlogiston bar, you know, like if you know guys, it's because of phlogiston bar. Since we don't have that phlogiston bar, it's only in Natlan, within Natlan, you cannot use its skill or exploration mechanics for so long. That's a problem. We should have focused more time on Charlan character instead. What? Charlo and Mavuika. Prison event was actually like being in prison. Oh yeah, actually yes. And I have a video about that. When, if you remember, the Paimon and Traveler like went to that prison, and that girl read the like. It was I forgot about that. So yeah. You charge because of that, something like that. I will post the link tomorrow. Maybe I will just repost the video. It was so fun. Chlorant. Ah, okay, Chlorant. The electric. Okay, Chlorant. Okay. But unfortunately, our conquest Neuvillette cooked his characters even better than Furina. Oh, actually, Neuvillette at the moment is the best one, if you ask me. So yeah, no one can compete him. He's just insane. And if you don't have Neuvillette, then yes, it's like, and 5.2 actually, it's not a bad way to get him. Because yes, if you have mualani, I would say yes, it's better to skip Neuvillette. You know why? Because they are completely the same. Let's say yes, like Mualani, unfortunately, I didn't expect that Mualani will not so useful in Spire Abyss, especially this one, because you know, like she's a new character, she just released. Even Kinich, by the way, more useful than Mualani, unfortunately. I don't know why, because as you know, guys, you just can Google it, like as a just a second, let me check it. Oh yeah, usage rates of the characters in 5.1 Spire Abyss, and you will see that like Zhongli, Kazuha as always, Furina. Let me check it. So yeah, like Furina, Zhongli, Xilonen, Neuvillette, and Kazuha like top 5 characters. And mualani is only like 60%, like 16%. That's it. So it's so low. Chlorine actually also it's 15%. It's super low actually. Even like Emily used more than Mualani.
まさに人の世の良き時代と言える。
Oh, I didn't know that. Email are happy with Mora. If Bennett was a truly a natlan character, he would gain a logistic bar while then. Oh, Bennett is not actually, you know, like what, guys, like, but you definitely know that, but you can check which characters belongs to which region by just checking this icon, you know. So yeah, this one is in Azuma, Raiden in Azuma, right? Navia is like Fontaine, and also you can check, let's say, Furina, not Fontaine. But Bennett is definitely not a natlan one, because let's check Kinich and Kachina. Kinich and Kachina, you see like this icon, and Kachina, just a second. You see the same icon, so you can check by icon. So yeah, like the point is like, yes, it's like, I don't think he is like, he's a Mondstadt, by the way. You can check it. You can check it by, just a second, where is it, Jean? You see the same icon. So yeah, like, but maybe like lore wise, yes, he is. Here, auto targeting. Here we have logistic bar white. Oh yeah, actually yes, they have, but they cannot utilize it, Kakarot. You're right. Right now, Mualani usage rate is 15%. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but yes, like everyone has, but unfortunately you cannot use it. Like not like non-natlan characters can use it, cannot use it. When he's from natlan, but he got lost. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe I didn't know that. About usage rates, yes, like Bennett, Kazuha, the characters like use a lot. Alright guys, like yes, it's a little bit late, it's time to finish the stream, but I will be online tomorrow. Maybe we can do something the same, because you know, like some question maybe like still open about like these characters like Shinchu, Nahida and Kukishinobu. You know why? Because I haven't checked with Yela. Would be nice to check the team like Furina, I'm sorry, like Shinchu, Yelan, Kukishinobu and Nahida, you know, or maybe with Furina, like Hypermoon with Furina. I don't want to say it's great one, but since we have Shinchu as a healer and Kukishinobu might be okay actually, yes. Like that bonus, like 300 fanfare stack, it's completely useless for like this team, mostly because yeah, you can increase only Nahida's damage and Saloon members damage, that's it. Most damage still like you will get from Hyperbloom, but we can do it. Also we can use Zhongli, by the way, it's not a bad option if you have Zhongli. About other characters like Kinich actually is pretty useful with that characters. Alhaitham is just insane. You can add maybe, but yes, Hydro is the way in this one, because Hydro is like weak point, because Shinju cannot give you like 100 uptime of Hydro, unfortunately. Yes, you can somehow like skip one of his skill, like to use it, you know, to get that energy back and use it back to back, but still it's like a little bit tricky. If I'm right, Arlecchino is from Snezhnaya, I think. Arlecchino is from Snezhnaya, but yeah, like if we check her icon, it's like a Fatui icon. Just me check it. Oh yeah, not from here. You can go to a characters archive. I don't know about the lore, actually, so yeah. But about, just a second, like Tartaglia, it's like you see the icon, and you can check Arlecchino's icon is the same. I don't know, like it's actually it's not a great way to check the characters, but still they both like are Fatui. It's a Fatui. By the way, Capitano and like Columbina will get the same icon most likely, but we'll see. Capitano, if Capitano is from Kainra, then yes, icon can be like different. If I'm right, Arlecchino is from something nice. Oh yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Wicker. Like tomorrow I will do the same maybe, because you know why? This character is actually so great, and if you don't... No, Arlecchino is from... No, Arlecchino is from... Okay, like from Kainra. Dreamers. So yeah, like, you know why? Oh, bye-bye, Kakarot, bye-bye. Thanks for joining, guys. And yes, like tomorrow maybe I will do the same, because like, these three characters are like the value of these three characters are just crazy insane. Also Setos is not so bad. You know why? Because Setos is on field, which scales on elemental mastery, and because of that Nahida can be the great support characters for Setos, for on field Setos. Setos, unfortunately, let's say it's not great for that team. I tested with Fischl. Yes, I mean you can use, but yes, it's better to use like other characters. Still, like this, like three characters, I mean Shinchu, Kuki, Shinobu and Nahida, just insane. And if you don't have Nahida, it's better to go for this band. At least try your luck, you know. So yeah, that's it for this stream. But yeah, again, I will be online tomorrow and feel free to join. Yes, bye bye guys, bye bye, and thanks for joining guys, bye bye.
傭兵としてのモットー簡単な話さ。より多く金を出したやつのために仕事をするんだ。